Get in! Get in!
What's the context behind that one?
It's a random doodle.
Haven't Googled in a while. My wife has a fancy computer. And I Google sometimes. Yeah, she Googles. Fancy computer. Sometimes she Googles. Just trying, just trying to practice it. Oh, every now and then.
Yeah. Look at how drawing coming along.
Huh? What? Don't talk to me about drawing, please. Triggered.
Whoa, I heard a gun.
Yeah.
Alright.
My Nerf gun.
Alright, that's what you say.
Yes, somebody call me a hospital. Not for the aforementioned thing.
You're a hospital.
Call me an entire hospital. Drop it next to my house. I'll walk the rest of the way there.
Alright, so we're all ready?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
So,
trick.
let's begin then. Who remembers the last episode? And could you recap it?
The last episode is I got molested by a bar wench that we hired. I remember that. I did unspeakable things to my mop room handle. Unspeakable things.
No, back multi.
He's still doing it to my mop!
Keep your sinful...
Oh, we got new items.
We got cool new toys. Somebody got a new purse.
Oh yes, my purse.
A bag of infinity.
The infinity bag.
Can hold up to a million nuies.
Gary's mod stick.
I don't know if there's air in that bag though.
I forgot the name of the stick. Thing where you could
The
just leave it in the air.
rod.
No, yeah, I think Sky's got that.
Yeah, Sky's
Mine.
Sky's got that. Sky's also got... Oh.
Oh, sorry. He's got the bag. I got water.
Yes.
Bottled water.
You got endless water.
Yeah.
And it's voice activated.
Oh, what's going on?
I forgot what you had to say.
Oh,
Geyser.
I think I sent Nui the instructions on the operating manual.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's for your reference.
What if you accidentally say the word geyser without meaning it?
That's a very good question. I'm pretty sure it's smart enough to recognize if you're not actively holding it. I don't think it's just gonna all of a sudden just erupt a fountain of water out of your backpack. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Imagine have it pressed against your junk, and then you aim the lip of the bottle out of your pants. Like, hey, see, check out how hard I can pee. Geyser.
30 gallons of water gush forth 30 feet long and 1 foot wide. Holy shit. Alright, and this is how I set up Windchill. You were still at the bar, so pretty much while they were over at the the Magic Wagon, I'm assuming you want to come along for the journey. Currently, they are they are going to assist a mercenary named Red Ivan, who is on the prowl for collecting a bounty on killing giants.
Yeah.
Yes, and that because he put up his note on the tavern, the Donkey's Ass Tavern. There was Yes, there was a notice on these like jobs that were.
Donkey.
Yes, there was a jobs available.
I like money. I like money.
I like adventure.
That's one of my character traits. I like to be motherfucker.
Yes.
Mr. Krabs. D&D style. I like money. What inspired you to make Krabs? I like to be a windmill. Money. Money. Raptors.
Corporate greed.
Corporate greed.
Money.
Taxation is that.
Taxation sucks. All right, so while they are exploring it, I'm assuming you will be you'll be like walking, finding out where they went.
Yeah, we're like, oh, hey guys, what up, Mookie? Oh, hey, oh,
We got
hey.
captured by giants and they're holding us hostage. No, that didn't actually happen, but what if it did?
Yeah, I'll be right back. What is happening? I bet it's something related to something.
What? Rats.
Yeah,
Rat's ass. Da. Rats. Huh?
Oh, yes, I'm still here. I am from ancient Greece.
Oh.
I'm back.
Thank you. All right, so we are now going to start off immediately where we left off with you guys now getting out of what's left of the ruined wagon. The sun is now in like 4 o'clock. You spent about a good 3 hours finding out, looting, essentially looting and destroying the condemned wagon.
What the hell? I'm over here.
Oh, and this is where Windchill finally shows up through some careful prying.
Paralyzed, and I went to the top part when Kennedy just appears.
Kenny just appears.
Yeah. Like they kill off Kenny and then they pop him back to...
God damn. All right, well then you just show up. You just heard some.
Oh, I forgot your name?
Windchill Spider Todd.
Whoa. I don't remember hearing that last part, but welcome back.
You didn't ask.
That's...
Wait, you know too much.
Roll initiative.
That was my nose. Ow.
Did you really hit him? All right.
But it happened in his mind.
Oh, he thought.
I had one of those dream sequences.
A moment of weakness. Ah. Crap. I hate it when I can't find my thing, so we'll worry about that later. Alright.
Speaking of things, where's my thingy-majiggy?
What thingy-majiggy?
Your dice.
My character sheet.
Yeah.
We just didn't your
That's gonna be kinda...
Oh yeah, you had that open too.
I got a fan on blowing my papers away.
What level is everyone?
Currently everyone is was it?
I am level Tress.
You're level 5. Windchill and Rosewater are level 5 because they started last season. And then these guys are at level 3. That I call them the interns. Yes.
They die over replacement.
Getting a latte. Soy latte. No whip. No whip. Nice.
Who the hell put soy in their latte?
Soy.
All right. So as Windchill, you're talking to the group. Did you previously meet? I don't think Windchill met Red Ivan yet.
I have not.
Okay, standing behind the group is this 9-foot tall, scaled dragonborn who calls himself Red Ivan. And he's this.
Like the Red Ivan.
He's got this big, like, kind of a red coat all over, hoodie with which is currently down, and he's just in a sorcerer's style robing outfit, and he looks down at you and says, "I'm not Red Ivan's not red." Have you,
Where did that red name come from?
Red Ivan likes to use fire. Red Ivan like
Communist?
Red Ivan's not communist.
Do they even know what
I ain't sharing my gold with you. Always have what communism is.
I don't think Red Ivan knows what it is, but he's just saying no.
He knows many things, but he knows he's not that.
Yes. Okay. So Red Ivan approaches Windchill, and are you joining the hunt?
Oh yeah, there's money involved.
Yes, great treasures supposedly await those who survive.
Oh. Well, I mean, treasure is always a side effect of the quest, so...
Treasure the only reason for the quest.
All right, we're gonna now have a. I'm gonna see. Does anyone else want to do anything? What?
What?
No. No. Does anyone else want to do anything with the magic wagon?
On fire. Wait, what's the deal with the wagon again?
The wagon is currently on blocks with the 4 wheels that are missing. Rosewater, the last session, tried to put the wheels back on, and he found like 1.5.
We broke the wagon. More, you guys.
And Windchill looks up and sees that there's this giant hole on each side, the front side and the back side. It matches the shape of a boat, and the roof is all torn too, and it looks like it just exploded.
Has it been searched, like, for stuff?
Whoa. Sorry, that's someone else in the background.
Whoa, hello.
Has it been searched for valuables?
It has currently been searched, but if you want, you could try and look yourself.
Okay.
I would like to say the group does know there is this like a barrier, some kind of magic force field that's keeping you more or less out, but that was previously defeated because they crawled into the window and exploded. They kind of messed it up.
All right. I'll do an investigation check.
Yes, you can.
Okay. I gotta get plus 4 over that.
Have you picked your spells?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good.
14 plus 4, 18.
I'm sorry?
I got 18.
You investigate it, and you being of a magical background or association, you know that this is indeed a force field designed to keep people out. And you get the feeling that it was casted not just to keep it out, but to keep the wagon from being moved in its location.
Interesting. Oh, can I summon my familiar or whatever?
Yeah, if you want.
Alright, I'm gonna summon my
UK, you summon. How would you like to summon him?
One.
Okay, so you spend the next. You're gonna cast it as a ritual or as a spell?
I'm gonna crouch down like I'm taking a poop. Close.
Out plops an ugly ass fiend imp, and he's just covered in slick.
Back away potential. At least 20. Oh no, I try to stay not even like downwind of him.
Okay.
So this is my imp, everyone.
Nice to meet this thing.
Don't worry.
Is he talking to an imp or the exact dog?
No, I'm talking to the imp.
Yeah, are you?
No, not my dog. Dog's mine. I'm not abusing it.
Smack.
So I'm personally not familiar with this imp, but does it talk? Does it serve you, or is it just whatever?
Just me, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just looking at this and it doesn't. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it follows you. It's now your personal servant.
My imp, I call him Pimp. Okay. Pimp the imp.
Pimpy the imp.
Pimp, just Pimp.
Okay, just Pimp. Okay, very well. So Pimp just looks around and is like so dazed about just being drawn from wherever its original existence was, and it just was. It feels like it just got It was literally teleported to another plane of existence, another reality, and it's really confused. He's Is he now?
I got him for cheap.
It's like
clearance,
you got him from the bargain bin.
yeah.
So then the imp instantly, clears his head, gets all that, fogginess out, and recognizes Windchill immediately as the caster, and it feels compelled to ask, "What is my bidding?"
He gave birth to you! I shout.
You better toast.
Toast?
What birth?
I don't understand.
You all me, do all my bidding.
Impy likes the master. Alright, you want me to waste these guys for you? And he points to all of them.
Can I voice him instead of...
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, he doesn't really speak. He just goes...
Okay.
Occasionally he'll say, "Please kill me."
Okay, yeah, if you want to voice them, you go ahead. It's your imp, your problem.
Heard me, Pimpy? Shut up.
Okay.
Alright, he's calm now.
Shh. It's like Red Ivan is worried about the imp.
Are you worried about yourself?
I'm worried about I don't trust imps. Red Ivan doesn't trust imps.
You're cheap, okay?
I could see that.
I ain't spending a fortune on him. Let's do that.
Alright, well, if you don't mind, Red Ivan wants to keep walking. We have to go and keep following it before the sun sets.
Let's go.
Alright, so let's go. Red Ivan motions to he pulls out his map and he shows everyone the map. The map just shows the area with a giant X. If you look in the legend over in the bottom right hand corner, there's the X. Red X is supposed to mean the last known sighting of a giant, and that's the one he's currently hunting for cash rewards. And it's going to be another day and a half walk, up into the northwest section of the forest, which apparently, according to the map, makes it there's a darker green. So the normal forest is light green, and then darker green is a swampy kind of a deal going on. So he motions that's where we're going to go.
Is there more than one giant?
Of course. Red Ivan knows there's only one that bothers him.
Is this an actual job or revenge?
Both.
Well,
Red Ivan knows when Red Ivan sees it.
if you say so, boss.
Yes, I am. Red Ivan is the boss. Alright. Alright, as you...
I'm my own boss.
Yes! Okay, so you now are going to keep marching forward into the direction. Who's Red Ivan going to be front, or who's going to be the marching order?
I'm gonna be behind him.
I guess Red Ivan could be front.
Okay, so Red Ivan's in front. Okay, so he's in front. Who's behind him, and so on and so on.
I'm behind him because I want to step in on his foot, his tracks, his trail.
Just
To
behind
hide my presence, but also because it's like a game.
So you're just trying to hop into his footprints?
Yeah.
I'll be the last, so that I don't trust no one to be behind me.
Except for Impy?
Well, he'll be like right next to me.
My-
He'll be like on my shoulder. Like,
he's-
you know.
He's your son.
I don't know.
Oh shit, okay. Okay. Okay, so now the sun has set. You now are I'm gonna give you guys a choice. Do you want to break camp, set up camp for the night, or you want to keep pushing forward?
Well, I think I'm good. I don't know about everybody else. Do we still need rest? How much do I have? We survived quite a lot of things, but a short rest would probably... I mean, if you guys need to, then yeah.
I'll do a rest.
Okay, is that a short or a long rest?
Good question.
And also a reminder, who had inspiration last time? Because I know Windshield still has a rain check inspiration. And
I volunteered for inspiration.
okay, so you both have one.
Indeed, yes.
Because that's the thing that pisses me off when I play, is nobody remembers the inspiration that you got for playing role-playing last time. Alright, so short or long rest, team?
I'll do a short rest if everyone's okay with it.
Alright, so then we all take a break. You bust out, we all just take a short rest. While that's going on, Windchill, you get the feeling that there is a magical presence in Rosewater's backpack.
Wait a minute.
Stand.
I guess I'll investigate it.
So how are you investigating it?
Well, I mean, can I... may I investigate your backpack? Rosewater? I care not.
Okay, so as you're rummaging through the piles, you notice you do have a backpack.
Right.
Surprise attack! As you're rummaging through the backpack, you see a variety of items. There is a, let's see. You got the evil key. You got the...
You again.
You got... Yeah, you still have it. You also have the, this, like, really evil-looking sword that has 9 glowing, gems. And then the one in particular, the one that Windchill is sensing, is this solid steel-looking rod that has like a triangle at the edge where the handle would be. And you, instantly recognizing it as a staff of power.
Staff power. I guess. Am I familiar already with the staff power?
You are.
I am familiar with the staff power. Cool. Want it? Yeah. Oh, take it.
Ooh, sharing is caring.
I'll give him a staff of power.
Okay, so let me get this.
Yes.
Okay, so let me get you one moment.
Features and camping, lots of things, trace. What I have on me, nothing but a bunch of things. Unidentified object. I'm just that little thing.
Okay, there's some reading material for you, mister. Alright, so now it's been a full hour. Does anyone else want to do anything like while they're resting?
I want to search for forage for food.
Forage for food. Alright. Do a nature check.
Nature check.
Does anyone else want to do that? Or anything else?
Sure.
Okay.
I can.
Yep, that's nature.
I got a 4.
Okay, Sky got a 4. You find the shells of nuts, of various nuts, but there's no nuts in them because someone already ate them.
That's a lot of nuts.
That is a lot of nuts.
Let's see, I have a +1 nature, so I have a 7. Okay, that's cool.
Uh,
Not very interesting.
you find one basil root, which is a slightly edible but very bland styled root that grows from a tree local to this part of the forest.
Awesome. So basil root?
Yeah, basil root.
I add this to my inventory.
Ding 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 ding.
Is that edible? Is that safe to eat?
It is. It's very, it's like eating napkins, but you could eat it.
Hmm.
Can I have it? Oh.
There's like no flavor to it.
That's fine. That's fine. May I have it, please? May I have a crumb of basil?
Oh, not. I was having trouble adding it to. Take the basil root.
Alright, cool. I take the basil root and I open up the bag that I have that still has a cockroach still stuffed inside it. And I try to open it.
As you open your bag, you hear the cockatrice like squabble in the depths of the infinite space inside your bag, and then you just throw it in and close the lid, and it stops.
I hope it doesn't do anything else.
Just absolutely.
It's like, it's like close it, because I think it's still alive, right?
Yep, I just bonked it over the head.
Okay, so all right. Anyone? Does anyone else want to do anything? Other than that, we're breaking camp.
Oh, can I also look around?
Sure. What do you want to find? What do you want to do?
Forage? Like, that's what they did, right?
Yeah, they just poked they started looking around.
Okay.
All right, so that's a nature check.
Yeah, okay. So, 1d20 plus. I got a... Ow. A 4.
All right, you also find empty nuts.
Okay.
Nutshells. All right.
Yeah, you found nutshell.
You get the nutshells. All right. It's now. So we're gonna go and keep pushing forward. You now are yes.
Yeah, we're good to go.
All right. We're pushing forward deeper into the night. The moon is half full, so you could dimly see that indeed the forest is getting thinner, and the ground is becoming soggier, a bog-like consistency, as it transitions more and more into a swamp terrain.
Gross. I want to have mud between my toes.
Oh, you'll get plenty of that.
Got these new clothes too. I'm all dirty.
Okay. All around you, there are funny-looking plants full of color sprouting from the swampy mud, and large depressions that that resemble shallow ponds, 12 feet wide, everywhere. And they look like they're like almost puddles. They're puddles essentially, and they are becoming more numerous as the group keeps walking forward into the bog.
Remind me of the pause check out.
Now, if I fall into the mire, I need someone to haul me out starfish. I'm not as tall as everyone else.
Wait, what happened? They need to rescue. I think they should stumble.
Yeah, and I'm using my stick of shame as a walking cane.
Check for traps.
Oh,
Yeah, you do have that, Sky.
use that to stay afloat.
Just as you feel like you're about to fall into a bottomless pit, you click it into place and keeps you from falling.
And boom, no more falling.
No realistic falling. Unless, of course, you weigh 8,000 pounds.
Call me fat.
No.
The swamp is calling me fat.
Yes.
Hate the swamp.
Alright, so as you keep walking forward, there are hardly any trees now. There's like nothing. And it's officially going to be 10 o'clock at night. You guys have been awake for, let's see, like, say 8 o'clock earlier this morning, so that's like a 14-hour, but you also had the 1 hour rest period. Do you guys want to break camp again, or you want to stop?
Hey, do you want to rest? You are the, I'm going to assume, de facto leader.
No, I'm just the Red Ivan's just the mercenary he kills. But let's see. Do you little babies, want to keep walking, or you want to stop? Because Red Ivan's going to kill some meat. What's it called?
This place is far too open now, honestly. Maybe we should keep going. Until we find some cover.
Agreed. Just at that moment, let's see. Everyone needs to roll me a. Let's see.
Initiative. Oh.
No. Everyone feels a slight tremor in the ground. And it's very similar to that scene from Jurassic Park where the water is vibrating.
I can imagine that.
Okay, everyone roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Perception. Roll 1. Wait.
You son of a... That's a 4 total.
Oh.
8. I got 8.
This thing is really boning me on the rolls.
This thing doesn't like me.
It doesn't like us tonight. I got a 4.
Uh-oh, yeah, nope.
I literally got 4.
Alright, perception. I got a 15.
Okay, that's good. Anyone else?
I got a 4.
Okay, so everyone except Nui gets to see a darkened figure that's like 300 feet in the far horizon. And it sounds like there's some muffled screaming and yaying of like cattle, people, and horses.
Oh, this don't look good at all.
Excuse you.
No, it's my rat. It's just a frog noise.
Ribbit.
So
Croak.
I tell this to my companion. There's something over there.
Here.
What is that? Something?
I think there's nearby. No, I don't think they're
Trouble? The call to adventure?
There may be a boogeyman or boogeyman.
We got company.
We probably got a boogie then.
Bogies. The boogeyman.
Hold on.
You insist we do? This is, by all means, a place that you're very familiar with, right?
Well, I say as I just dip down into the water.
You dip down into the shallow pool?
Yeah, I'm a frog. I'm an expert in it.
Yes, you can. So, what did you tell the group that you want to like hang back?
Yeah, just lay low.
Does anyone else agree with that?
Not to agree.
So we're essentially like hiding.
Just an excuse to get wet and dirty.
Yeah, you
At least as far as I know.
go back
I
to
got these clothes. These are new clothes. Well, give me a moment and I start shedding all my clothes off.
Can't get my money worth.
And then I throw my clothes into my bag of holding, and then I frog dive into a patch of muddy water.
Okay. Windchill, what are you doing? What do you think you should do? Or Rosewater? So you got two of your companions are hiding in the water. Well, I mean, Sky's the only one hiding, but Nui's just chilling out.
Is there any tall grass nearby?
Let's see. You can see some, it looks like wheat.
Large boulder?
There are some large boulders, but not very much. They're more common than the trees, like the tall trees, but they're not as common as like the lakes, the shallow, pools of water. And they're just scattered all around. You could probably find one if you look for it. If you like walk over to one.
Maybe I think I'll just try hiding behind under or behind a rock.
All right, so you see Windchill like walk over to a rock and just try to crouch down.
Protect my sack of money.
Yeah, to protect your sack of money. your jewels. My doubloons. Yes, Rosewater, what are you doing? You see Windchill suddenly going over there, hiding. Two of the rest of the group is in the water.
Why are they in the water?
Glub.
Oh, what do I got around them? Is there a tree?
There is like 3 trees that you can maybe get to if you like dash and like just freaking just balls out.
Alright, let's try this acrobatics into the trees.
So you're gonna like how are you gonna do that? Cartwheel?
No, backflip, obviously.
So you're gonna backflip the whole distance?
I'm gonna multiple. I'm gonna do like a backflip, and then a pirouette midair, and land like a cat on the tree branch.
Holy crap. Okay, you're going to have to do an acrobatics check.
Roll. 1. D20. Really good. 19 plus.
That's a spicy roll.
Oh.
19 plus 4. That means I score.
Yes, you very easily make it. You do the back. What was it? Backflip, cartwheel, pirouette.
Yeah.
To the dismay, to the surprise of the group, you surprise them with your gracefulness.
I am elegant like a swan.
And you do hide behind the tree, just in time as the tremors are getting louder.
I'm in the tree.
But the screams are not as loud. In fact, the screams have stopped at this point, and everyone could hear. And you, Nui, especially, could hear that the screaming stopped because you were the only one to notice it. And then the tremors are getting louder, and the big shape in the background. So now it's like 150 feet away from you guys.
I'm actually struggling with shit, and then I'm back.
What? Okay.
Really cool backward into a tree.
You backflip into a tree. And then what?
The screams suddenly fade.
Well, you, Nui, you know that you were the only one who recognized there were screaming in the background, and you don't hear them anymore. But you do see the big shape in the background where the screaming was, and it looks like it is coming towards you guys. It's now about 120 feet away. And it's huge. It's definitely huge. At this point, Red Ivan, he just dives into the mud pit, shallow pool where Nui and Sky's currently at. And he gets his fireball wands out, and he's just like ready to attack if he has to.
Ooh.
Alright, as it gets closer, it walks over to a tree where Rosewater is. And you could this in the shallow pool, Red Ivan whispers to Nui and Sky saying that this is a hill giant. And this is the one we've been hunting. That I've been hunting. And this is why you're here. And you just see this giant 40-foot tall, slobbering idiot covered in filth, of all forms of filth. And you can just see him in one quick motion. He just wiggles that tree out of the ground with Rosewater in it. Okay, so exactly what part of the tree were you in, Rosewater?
You know, as high as I can go.
Okay, so you're probably... If the tree is like 30 feet tall...
As high as I can possibly go and land successfully on there.
Okay. Because you're right now that tree's getting ripped out of the ground.
I can hang on.
Okay, so you're just gonna try to hang on?
Just hang on.
Athletics check.
Jump, we love you.
Let's see what my athletics. 4 plus 4 is 8.
Okay, so you got an 8. What were you planning on doing?
Just hanging on.
Okay, so you're just hanging on. Okay, you clumsily hang on, and you are hanging on. But let's see if the creature finds out what it is. If the hill giant recognizes that there's something else in the tree. Hold on. You can see the giant, like its big old 10-foot head cranes down at the branches in your general direction, Rosewater. he just like starts smelling the bush, the foliage, and he thinks he smells you. He's like, you can just see he starts drooling because he's thinking about getting another snack. And
I use the spell of prestidigitation.
prestidigitation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just going for it.
All right, let's see what that is.
Well, you can create whatever, a smell, a sound, a light.
That's a cantrip, so it doesn't cost any spell slots.
Did it cost any material?
No.
Okay.
Alright, this spell is a minor magical trick that novice spellcasters use for practice. You can create one of the following magical spells within range. What would you like to do?
Wait, what class is Rosewater again?
Rosewater is a bard.
Oh yeah.
Best class.
Ooh. Where's your loot? I don't hear anything.
It's hidden. I don't need to use my loot yet. That's when heavy metal music starts.
Serenade the giant. Not to eat us.
What do I have to roll?
Well, what are you doing? You're using prestidigitation. You don't have to roll. It just automatically takes effect. But what kind of effect do you want to have?
Let's see. Some lights in the opposite direction.
Okay, so you're gonna instantaneously light or snuff out a candle? Or a shower of sparks?
Shower sparks, I guess.
Okay, so you just suddenly create a shower of sparks in the opposite direction of the giant or towards Windchill?
The giant.
Okay, so you shoot it like a Roman candle style, and it just pops out, and it creates like this, sparkler effect, and the giant stops. Let's see if he notices that. Whoa, crap! Yeah, he notices that. He stops sniffing. He still has the tree in his hand, and he's grabbing it by the roots this time. And he's just dragging that tree down. So now the tree was originally right side up, and if he's grabbing it with one hand by the roots, it's now the foliage is being dragged on the mud. So Rosewater, you're gonna have to do another acrobatics check to see if you can hang on being dragged through the mud as the giant's slowly walking towards where the lights show was.
That's 14.
Yeah, you hang on, but you do get some mud on you. Just a little bit. A little bit. So the giant's just drooling at this point, dragging this uprooted tree with Rosewater at it to where the light show is. And did you spawn it in such a way where the light was stationary, so it's just hovering in space? Or is it just a shower of sparks continuously?
It's gonna be us fighting the giant.
I guess like showering sparks.
Yeah.
I guess still doing it.
Yeah, I know, but it says it lasts for an hour, up to an hour. So it's just erupting from the pool, and it's just looks like it's just jetting out of the water.
Like someone.
Like how did you
just do it in the water?
Yes, so the giant's coming. The hill giant walks over and is looking at it, and he tries to with his empty hand, tries to reach into where the shower of sparks are, and his hand passes through, but he's just fascinated that looks like it's amazing, and he can't touch it, and that's starting to get him angry.
Well.
That okay, and then
no, keep going.
So the giant just like he's just super retarded, kind of a laugh. I couldn't do it right. Red Ivan asks Sky and Nui whispered because the giant's like only like 10-15 feet max away from the pond, and they ask, "Do you want to strike him?" Because hill giants are stupid.
Yeah.
Well, you think we can take him down? Just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us? Well, 5.5 of us?
5.5. Yes. Red Ivan thinks that we could take him. However, hill giants have supposedly a gold, the treasurer. We might need him alive to see if he could, we could follow him back. We could kill him right now, but then we might lose the chance of finding where his hoard is, where his lair is.
I could sneak away off my branch, then jump on the back, and then piggyback while it's not paying attention. Just hang on, and just quietly hang on to his ball.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, just hang on to that ball. Here we go.
Wait, are you gonna really do that?
Well, I'll hang on to someone that isn't too obvious to get. I think I can sneak on. Or we could send someone smaller that doesn't actually make much impact. To sneak onto the giant and just follow and just stick on it.
Huh.
Okay, so we have a couple options right now. I'm hearing something about Rosewater grabbing onto the hair follicles of this guy's Wong. I'm hearing about sending in a expendable / non-essential player to go and be a spy, and then also just straight up attacking him.
I will crawl out of the pond like an alligator, but slowly, and try to cling onto his ankles.
Okay.
You're gonna shadow the faucet.
Yeah.
Shadow Colossus giant. Tiny hole.
Okay, so as you latch on, let's see if he notices.
Dumb one. Disadvantage.
No, hang on. Hang on, let me go find this shit. Yeah, he rolled a 1, so he didn't feel shit.
Yeah.
Technically, it was a 0, but you can't. I mean, it was a 0, so yeah, no. You effortlessly climb on, alligator style, and just latch on to his foot. What foot was it?
His right foot.
Okay, so you latch onto his right foot.
A thumbs up as I do so.
Okay, so now that we have that taken care of, the hill giant still is getting very frustrated that he can't frickin' touch the red light, so he's gonna try to swing the tree at the light to see if he can smash it. Okay, so as he starts to swing down with all of his might onto the prestidigitation light source, it just goes right through and misses. Is it who's still in the pond? It barely misses Red Ivan. So and then he's gonna take. Okay, so he took 4 points of damage.
Because the branches hits him in the head a little bit.
Yeah, it conks him, gets him a little dazed. So that Red Ivan is pissed. If whoever's next to him, you get the feeling that he wants to like strike the frickin' giant.
Oh no, he's turning red.
Yeah, he's getting red. Rosewater, give me another. What's it called?
Acrobatic.
No, a strength check to make sure if you could grab onto the bark.
Let's see again. Well, it's a strength check. +1. +1. Yeah.
And Wind Chill, what are you doing this whole time? You're just seeing this. You're just seeing the shower of sparks, and then you're seeing the.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Running behind the rock.
Okay, so that's 14.
Okay.
And everything.
You're surprised. You were surprised, Rosewater, about how hard he hit the ground that you're still hanging on to the frickin' branch of the tree. You heard a couple branches fall off right next to you, and then you thought the trunk would break in half, but it didn't.
Somehow, I'm still hanging on to a branch.
And then the lights are just still there.
I better do something about this. Where's Red Ivan?
Hi. He pops his head up off the ground a little bit. He kind of looks like an alligator too, because he's got dragon skin. He's like, what? Because now you're in the same pool as he is. What do you want to do?
Make out with Red Ivan.
What?
Huh?
Red Ivan's not pleased. He pulls out his wand and is going to strike you do fireball right at your face.
Ooh, he pulled out a gun.
Have to stop him from hitting this giant at all costs.
Pull out my
What am I
wand.
doing?
Unzip pants.
Seduce him.
Wait, Red Ivan doesn't have pants.
Seduce him. This is the only trick I know.
So wait, you're really going to seduce?
I want to seduce him and see if I can, distract him from his rage for a moment.
Okay. So that's just a charisma check then.
Let's see my charisma, +9.
Oh my god.
Wait, charisma's +9 to your roll.
Let's see. Let me double check. Let's see.
Because that seems a bit much.
Let's see what I'm trying to do. Persuasion?
Yeah.
Is that persuasion?
Yeah, you're trying to convince him not to attack, because he is going...
9, maybe.
Oh goodness.
Ooh, this is gonna get real good. Make it out now.
Yeah, you sexy boy.
Calm him down by unexpectedly senpai.
Okay, so what'd you get?
19.
Okay, and what could you possibly say to him to calm him down? Convince him.
Hey, I saw your muscles come apart. Kinda think you're a little sexy.
Is that what you say to Impy, or...?
No, it's just role-playing as Rosewater.
Okay. Parody of Rosewater. Rosewater, what did you say?
I can't hear you.
Hello? Yeah.
Just kissing,
You just kiss him?
Yeah, just kiss.
Passionate kiss.
A passionate kiss.
Whoa! So you lean in and you just passionately kiss him?
And
And
No
For-
around.
hey, no, that's a different check.
that's a different check.
That's something else. That would be a sleight of hand. Okay. All right. So at this point,
Well, we all knew this was gonna go gay.
yeah, this is a gay episode.
This is the best episode ever.
Okay.
It was the only way.
Play for me.
I saved the day by preventing fireballing, by seducing our dragonborn.
The good old make love, not war philosophy.
It's the good old, the cops are coming. Let's pretend to make out.
Okay, so at this point, the giant, he swung it. The light is still showering its spark. Oh God, no. No. Okay, I don't need to see that. I do not need to see that. Thank you.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm looking up a few things.
No, that. Okay, so the giant is now getting bored, and he's gonna start like walking off away from the frickin' pond with Sky still attached to the right foot, and what's it? And Rosewater is still being dragged along the dirt inside the trunk, inside the branches of the tree. So he's walking away from the rest of the group. So now you two are separated from the group. What does the rest of the group want to do? He's like 40 feet away from you guys, from where the shower sparks is.
What?
I guess I'm gonna stay hidden until he's like gone.
Yeah.
Until the coast is clear.
Very well.
You can't see me, but I am
I caress
giving
my sack.
Rosewater the finger.
So you give Rosewater the finger?
As I am being carried away.
Yeah, you and Rosewater are attached to the giant essentially, and Nui and
Well, I guess I'll
That's
fall
all.
from afar.
Yeah, from afar.
Okay.
Swimming in the water.
What is your guys' movement speed, Nui and Windchill?
Oh,
30 feet.
20. Wait, 25 feet? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Okay, so this is how this is gonna go. I'm gonna ask for a series. I'm gonna ask for. I'm gonna ask for 8, up to 8, athletics checks as you try to follow chase to this hill giant, to keep up with the group, because the hill giant's base speed is 40. So if
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
so that you gotta. It's like one of those races. Unless, of course, you just want to continuously dash, and then your dash doubles.
But Dash is very stealthy.
No, but you know from Red Ivan that the hill giants in general are just slobbering idiots. They're dim-witted brutes who hunt and raid in constant search of food.
We're doing pretty good so far.
All right, so I'm gonna need a up to 8 DC 12 athletics checks from both Nui and Windchill. You need at least 5 of them in order to keep up with the group. If you don't, then you lose track of the group. All right, are you ready?
One sec.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do up to 8 checks. Let's see if they can keep up.
Yeah, it's just a sprint. It's a chase scene. You got to keep the chase without being detected, which shouldn't be very hard because in just out of character, hill giants suck in the perception department.
Okay.
What do I have to roll?
You have to do athletics check. You need at least 5. You need to pass 5 out of the 8 possible checks in order to keep up with the group, with the hill giant.
Athletics.
Yes, D20. Athletics.
Oh, D20 is 9.
Roll 1d20 plus what you got in skills, right? Oh, d20. I got an 8.
God, this dice roll is nuts.
You said
Okay.
athletic, right?
Yeah, athletics. So for the first check, Nui,
Disaster.
you see Windchill go ahead of you, but you're still within range. You can still see the giant. So now you are behind. Let's see what's his face. Actually, the only person behind you, Nui, would be
Many of them under this thing. So Nothing.
so right now, in order, the fastest is Windchill, and then Nui with Red Ivan behind her. All right, so then do another one.
Okay. I got 10.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Okay. Let's see what he got, Mr. What's his face? Yeah, he sucked. Oh my god. Okay, so the next round of the race essentially is Nui is like got her shit in gear and rushes past Windchill, and now Windchill's in second place, and Red Ivan is moving farther behind in the group.
You fool.
Okay, so first place in the race. If this was a race, Nui's currently in first place, and then Windchill, and so on and so on. While we're at that, the Team Giant, I need everyone to, especially Sky. I need Sky to do a strength check to see if you could still hang on, and Rosewater, you need to do a strength check as well.
When it comes to strength, am I using athletics?
No, you're just using the standard, strength check. It's the big number, the bigger numbers.
Okie 19 plus 120.
Unnatural 20. Yeah, you're still hanging on. Every time the giant takes a big step with its big old right foot, you're just latched on. You're like a tick.
It's not enough. Shake me off.
Yeah, you're not gonna get off anytime soon. Rosewater, what did you grab?
Yeah, but much like me and the barmaid, I'm not gonna get off anytime soon.
Yes. No, this is just the strength check because you're gotta hang on for dear life as you're being dragged 40 feet per round in the mud on a broken tree.
Add just +1 or for my proficiency plus that?
Are you proficient in strength?
Yes. +3 and +1, so that's +4 I get. 9 plus 4 is 13.
Okay, so the final answer is 13.
13.
Okay, yeah, you're still surfing the mud, but you're still hanging on to the tree. You're just covered in mud at this point, because all the leaves are starting to get like sandpapered off from the shallow pools and the mud and just the foliage of the swampy bogness.
This was a great idea.
Yeah, you're like it's like you're surfing, trying to surf.
It's land surfing.
Yeah, land surf.
By ankle, I guess.
Okay, back to the race. Let's see what everyone else is doing. Roll me another athletics check.
Who's rolling athletics? Everyone else.
Yeah, everyone else roll another round. This is round 3. Round 3 of 8. athletics checks. You need to get at least 5 passes in order to keep up.
10.
I got it at 20.
You got a natural 20?
No, and it's a natural 21.
Okay, so that still passes. Okay. Let's see what Red Ivan got. Because he's failed twice, so he sucks. He's sucking. Oh my god, fuck you. Fuck him. Okay, he is now he's like, for some reason the mud is just affecting Red Ivan's performance, and he is like very, very far behind in
The mud in the water.
Yeah. Yeah. His red robe used to be red robe is just dragging and like creating like a drag, a wind drag on his frickin' persons.
Yeah, it's clinging to his legs, causing him to awkwardly stumble around a little bit.
Yeah, he's got like 100 pounds worth of yes.
He's still shaken from the kiss.
Yeah, he's still stunned from the kiss, the boldness of your kiss.
It was the only way to non-verbally communicate, not to destroy it.
Okay. All right, let's do another athletics check, guys. Round 4.
Here we go.
18.
I got an 18.
Yep.
All right.
I got a 16.
All right, that's a pass. That's a pass. And then finally, Red Ivan is keeping up with the group, but he's still far behind. He's a good 85 feet plus behind the nearest person. In second place, currently it's Nui. It's Windchill. And then Nui is like surprisingly fast for her small size.
It's those frog legs.
Yeah, the environment is naturally rewarding her in first place. Going back to the Team Giant, everyone else, Rosewater and Sky, do another strength check to see if you can hang on, as the Giant moved another 100 feet since the last time you checked.
Probably not my best roll. I've got a 7.
Oh,
I
okay.
got a 10.
Okay, so the Rosewater, finally all the mud and gunk and sludge you just slip off. You just couldn't hang on anymore, and now you're no longer on the tree.
Well, at least I'm covered in mud, so I'll be camouflaged for a bit.
Yes, sir. And then as for Sky, let's see. Your one arm slips off, but your claw is just on the edge of slipping off. So you know that scene in the movies where you're like hanging on by 2 fingers?
Yeah.
You're like that.
Oh boy.
Okay, so do another strength check right now to see if you can get back on or you're going off.
Here it comes.
And that's with disadvantage too.
Oh, that's even worse. Oh. It's an 8.
You do have inspiration, I think.
I activate inspiration.
Okay, so the disadvantage with the advantage cancel each other out. So
That's a little 8.
it's still an 8. Well, then that was a good deal. You fall off too. The awkwardness of hanging on by that to claws was just too much for you. So now everyone's off the Giant.
Splat.
Guess we'll just follow the giant then.
Yes.
It'll be too hard.
All right, round 5 of 8.
So he doesn't notice you guys falling off?
No.
Nope.
No. They didn't notice. The Giant did not notice you guys to begin with, and I don't think he's gonna notice now.
Hopefully none of us sneeze.
So now everyone rolls athletics check.
Do I need to roll an athletics check as my speed is already 40 feet?
It already is?
Yeah.
I would...
Natural 30 plus 10 from being a monk.
So your base right now is 40.
Yes.
Are you familiar with maneuvering around a swampy mud zone?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, but then I'm gonna have to make you roll for it still. If it was like solid ground, solid terra firma, like actual cement or dirt, then you wouldn't have to roll it because you're keeping up. You're essentially the same speed as he is, but if you're not familiar with the mud and jumping over that shit, even if you are a monk, I think, in my opinion, you still have to consider the terrain. Unless you have like a special effect that lets you negate the difficult terrain. I don't think you do as a monk.
Nope. I'm pretty sure.
Alright, so everyone roll athletics check. For round 5.
9 plus... Times 4 is 13. Well, I got a 1.
Oh my goodness, a natural 20 plus 3.
Okay, yeah, you make it.
16.
Can I attempt to jump back onto his ankle?
You're gonna have to do let's see.
It's a moving target.
Yeah, it is a moving target. I think that would be a dexterity. Because you're trying to like leap. No, acrobatics. Acrobatics.
With a slight disadvantage, probably.
Yeah, I have like... I go into like Naruto running mode. As I'm catching up to his ankles.
Yeah, currently in first place in the race, it's Nui. Nui, you need to get one more success, and then you get to then you're good. You would be the first one to see the secret lair. So it's either going to be Nui or Sky if Sky successfully doesn't fuck this up.
16.
Okay, so you again grab your two short arms around the giant leg of the giant, and you latch on again.
And I'm hugging it as hard as I can.
As for all you got.
What my hugging arms can do.
The theme shadow cost starts playing.
Okay. And Red Ivan, let's see what he got. Oh fuck. Okay, so Red Ivan at this point, you don't even see Red Ivan anymore. He is so far back there. He's like 150 feet away from the giant.
Cool.
So he's if this was a race, he's out. He's done.
Oh.
He sucked. He got like sucked.
For me.
I mean, he's still running. He still could see the giant because the giant's just so freaking tall and large. But I won't have to roll for him no more. He'll be the last one to see what's going on. Okay, guys. Let's do. This is athletics check number 6 out of 8. Roll it.
14.
Okay, that's a pass.
17 plus 4. That's enough for 21. 20. I passed. Yeah.
Wait, do I have to roll? Or
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Oh.
One more time. Gotta roll. Lots of roll.
Yeah, Nui, if you pass this one, then you'd be the first one to get essentially to see the next scene.
Still for athletics, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. 18.
Okay, you are officially don't have to do any more rolls. You were able to keep up with the giant. And then now you're the first one to see that the giant you see a river in front of the giant, and the giant just ignores it and goes straight in, and the water keeps rising all the way up to its neck. and it's a rapids. It's essentially rapids, but because the giant's so large and strong, he ignores that, and then he goes on to. Oh, right. Uh-oh. So Sky, you see the giant flooding river. What are you gonna do?
Oh God. I'm gonna see if I can climb up.
Okay, so
his body.
that's another dexterity check. Just straight up dex.
Straight dex plus like proficiency. So let's see. Lady Luck. On my side. 13.
You get. You got a 13?
Yep.
You get. You get up to his shoulders just as he's entering the water, and because he's moving and jostling around, the water starts to clip your tail, your tail, and you just try to just hold on. All right. Let's see who else. Next up, one more. Let's do another check. Roll 7. Nui, you don't have to do it no more because you're already at the river. You see Sky. You see Sky trying to scurry up to the shoulder of the hill giant as the hill giant crosses into the neck-deep raging, rapids, essentially.
I got 5.
Okay. So you are...
How long is the river? Like trying to go... Like, how long is the river?
How long or wide?
Wide.
Or deep?
Yeah.
What?
Wide.
From what you can tell, it's going to be 100 feet. It's fast moving water. It's going at a pretty good clip. The rocks that are jetting out of the river are like foaming. It's typical like Colorado. The Great Colorado River kind of shit.
Okay.
And then as the giant moves fully across the river, his body begins to reemerge, and then Sky still clinging onto the shoulders, and the hill giant finally drops the tree branch and sits down with a large thud and just starts yawning as he's getting ready to go to bed because he already had his dinner. That was what the screaming was. Let's see, Rosewater, what did you get? Yeah. Right now, Nui's the only one to see that he's getting tired, and Sky, of course, because Sky's literally behind the giant.
I'm like a conscience on your shoulder.
Yeah, you're that thing that won't go away.
Whispering failures.
Was it a new roll, or was this the previous roll?
I think it was the previous roll. This is round 7. Round 7 out of 8.
So you mean 21?
Yeah, that you made it. Okay. Okay, so now you've now catched up with Nui. If this was a race, you got second place. You don't have to do any more checks. Then Windchill, you're still a good 80 feet behind. Yeah. You could see the giant made it all the way across the river, but nothing else. And then Red Ivan's just nowhere. If you were to look behind him, he's gone. Okay, he's disguised into the foliage, what little foliage there is. Oh, I don't know. I'm like, okay.
Okay. starting to lay down now?
Yes, he's starting to lay down now.
Okay,
I'm
so...
gonna wait for the others to catch up.
All right, you wait a little while. Nui, Rosewater catches is now up to you, and then a few minutes later, Windchill shows up, and
Whoa.
with Impy, of course.
Yes.
Don't forget Impy.
He's being dragged by his neck.
He's getting choked out.
Not fast enough.
The giant is now officially going to starts lying down. He's just lying on mud, okay? He lies back. And are you, Sky, gonna get out of the way, or are you gonna, just hang on?
I want to continue crawling onto the front of the shoulder, so I'm, laying... Not laying. But not directly underneath them, but now on top of them.
Okay, so you...
Like a pet newt. Yeah.
was it a companion? Or those friendship animals?
Yeah. Like a horned lizard that you would get at a pet store.
Right.
As I whisper that into his ear. Do not notice me. I am just a pet lizard.
He by the time he lies back and you whisper that, he's asleep. Okay, he is snoring. He's just out from a long day of just consuming food and causing mischief. Yeah, grabbing trees and whipping them around at strange lights and, anything that he likes to do.
Trying to grab part of the object.
He couldn't, so he flipped out. Misa Smasher. Alright, Windchill, you finally show up with Impy. And you see the giants it looks like it's asleep. The river is of course 100 feet wide, and you assume that because the river was deep enough to keep the giant up to his neck, that's a good 35 feet deep. So it's a pretty large river. So now Nui and Rosewater with Windchill / Pimpy. I'm sorry. You see Sky scurrying around on the stomach, like a good 100 feet across. What would you like to do?
Scurry. Let's go. We'll look around for treasure.
Let's try to walk on the water.
No, I think that's smart enough to make traps. Let's just look for treasure.
Wait. So where's the giant right now?
The giant is on the other side of the bank, and he just fell asleep.
Oh, okay.
So we should probably get to this other bank. I don't know. Can we jump it? Or do we have to swim?
You could swim. The water is pretty violent, and it's also pretty
I'm
deep.
not gonna do that, then. If I've known one thing, it's beware of water.
Let's just walk on top of the water.
Wait, that's a good idea. Use the wand of Misty Step to get all the way across.
Wait, how would you do that?
Well, it's the wand of Misty Step. I just teleport across.
Okay, but as soon as you teleport, get 30 feet, you have to do it again immediately. So you just you spam it 3 times, I think, and then you get all the way. No, I know, because you go 30 feet, and now you're 1/3 of the way across the river, and then you're sinking into the water. Then you do it again, and now you're up to your neck in raw water. You do it again, and now you're at the other end. But
Wow,
I don't.
it's actually a lot longer than I thought.
It's 100 feet
Shoot.
of torrential water.
I've got an idea. Just sit. Oh, fuck. There's no Shazam this time.
No.
We used the boat.
And even if you did, Sky has the boat, and he's already across.
It's also broken. Stupid boat.
But I do have
Got an idea.
A devious idea.
In the
Very-
town.
Very underhanded. Yes, I have an idea. I want to take the immovable rod out of my pack.
Okay.
Alright.
Rod. Oh,
Now,
who falls?
I'm going to crawl into his face and stick the rod into his nose. And activate it.
What the fuck? Okay, so you are you doing that?
I'm going to do it.
Okay, so you crawl into the face of the sleeping giant, carefully inserting the immovable rod into the nostril of the sleeping hill giant, and then with the button end, you click it, and you can hear it click, and it magically locks itself into space.
Alright. And then I want to put my stick of shame away into my pack and then reach in and grab my short sword.
Okay. Alright, and then you see the rest of the group sees. Do they see this?
Probably. I'm pretty sure they would.
We're just gonna watch this couple takedown.
Just assassinate this guy.
Sad. Yeah.
Okay,
And I'm going to crawl atop his neck and start plunging my short sword into his neck multiple times.
okay. You're gonna have to roll initiative.
A most devious plan.
Okay, meanwhile, the rest of the group, you see what looks like a Sky grabbing his short sword and starts plunging it into the throat of the sleeping hill giant.
Do we see any treasure?
Let's see. For you could roll a perception.
I'll roll a perception to see if I find some treasure.
Surprise attack! Stab!
Yeah, Sky, you're gonna have to roll initiative.
Oh.
You've made an aggressive move.
That's a 7 for.
But at least I got the first hit in, and I think that's what will get us going, but I got a 6.
I
Okay.
can't move anyway, so.
Well, no. I mean, every time, let's see. Let me look up that shit.
There's even going to be a rule to this, because this is going to be...
On one-sided fight.
It's an unorthodox move.
No, he could break free. He just has to get. He has to roll.
Yeah, he needs to.
He needs to roll a. He needs to get a. He needs to roll a 30 or higher. But to be fair, you can't roll higher than 30.
Ooh.
So it's possible, but it's not likely. He's probably going to just be staying there. Or otherwise his whole face gets crushed in as he's trying to, like, squiggle away.
Yeah.
Or his nose rips off, or who knows? Who knows?
Probably should have stuck it somewhere where the sun don't shine.
Stick
Down in the mouth.
You crawl into his throat, and then you lock it in his stomach, where he's like...
Oh, God. If only I took one of Ivan's wands and started blasting. Anyway, I started blasting.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, wait till he gets there.
Yeah, Red Ivan... Oh, by the way, Rosewater, what did you roll for perception?
I got 7 total.
7 total?
Now I'm gonna.
You notice 2 things. One, Red Ivan is finally a distant dot in the night sky behind you. He's now a good 120 feet away. He's keeping up at this point, and then you also notice that there's some lovely fish and like seaweed plants growing in the torrential waters. Peppered behind these small outcropping rocks.
If equals, I could make a boat.
So sorry, I was in the bathroom. What happened to the giant?
Okay, so in a nutshell, Sky took it upon herself to grab the immovable rod that she bagged last session, stick it into the giant's nose, lock it in place, and then is going to stab it to death while it probably can't move.
Oh, so nothing happened yet to it?
No, but you notice that the sword smashes into the throat of the sleeping giant. And Sky, you rolled this.
Ivan!
Yeah, Red Ivan is finally 120 feet away, and it's closing in. You know, that was like a good 6 minutes later after you guys been hanging out.
Here comes that boy.
Yes.
Okay, so you are attacking. You get the surprise attack, Sky. You get to now. What's your damage? What's your AC?
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, not your AC, but
Let's see. Yeah,
you need to roll the AC to do the hit. Okay, roll
You
d20.
do that.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
I'm proficient with sword. I add one now.
Your proficiency.
My proficiency, so it's the plus 2.
I'm proficient at wrestling.
It's a 14.
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
Roll for damage.
Roll for damage, my boy.
Clickety clackety roll for attackety.
Yes.
Clackety, roll for attackety.
It is a 5.
Ooh, 5 points of
You do
damage.
5 points of damage. At this point, the giant is fully awake as he feels a sharp ting of steel, red hot steel, smash into his neck, his big old neck. He starts screaming and he attempts to get up. Let's see if he gets away.
Nope.
No, he's staying there. He rolled a 17. He has to get at least a 30.
I don't think he's going to.
No, he's for some reason he just cannot move his face. Although he can kick, he can move his arms too. So he instead grabs his two arms and clutches his throat where you are. And let's see, do a dexterity saving throw, Mr. Sky, Miss Sky.
Man.
To avoid the
Don't
clutching,
screw me over now.
to avoid the clutching fingers of the giant.
One.
Oh, whoops.
That was
Whoopsie.
Because again, the giant can't move, but he can still move his hands and feet.
It's a 15.
Okay, let's see what he got. Yeah, no, that's okay. So the giant clutches the whatever it was on its throat, and it now has you firmly in its left hand.
Oh, no,
He
we
takes
better do something.
he takes his right hand and pulls out your sword and like frickin' throws it into the raging water out of just sheer anger. He pulls you up to where you are, and he looks like he's gonna open his mouth and probably drop you inside.
Seduce him.
I'm already basically naked because I stripped off all my clothes.
Okay, so
But that just means like a peeled crim.
the rest of
Easy to
the
digest.
the rest of the group sees the cobalt Sky looks like he's gonna get eaten by the giant. What does he want to do?
Let's see. How far can I jump and then start using the wand of Misty Step?
Let's
If I
see.
jumped first, and a good 30 or 15, I don't know, something, I can guarantee with 3 Misty Steps to make.
So how far is the giant away from us?
The giant's 100 feet, just the width of the river. 110. We'll say 100.
Okay, I could use all these.
Or somebody could throw me.
It has a range of 120 feet.
Yeah, that would hit. That's within range.
Oh, somebody's got something.
Uh-oh. Someone's unleashing the magic.
Finally.
Open up a can of whoop ass, Windchill.
I ride for the magic.
So, wait, are we in combat right now? Or what?
Currently you guys are not in combat, but Sky is.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, might as well get in combat.
Yeah, so...
I'll use my Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so roll for it. Roll for attack. You do have advantage because the giant doesn't see you there because he can't turn his head. He's stuck. Okay, so if you could kill him from afar, you got this. Or he breaks free with a strength check, which is not likely.
I got the first one. I got 19.
All right. Let's see, Eldritch Blast. Let's see what that does.
Second one 10, so I got 19. Eldritch Blast, it says the beam of crackling energy should support a creature within range. Make a range spell attack against the target. On the hit, the target takes 1
He's gonna use magic to try and save the kobold.
Oh, he's doing it!
He's doing it. He's gonna save the day.
He's gonna go Eldritch Blast!
Eldritch Blast. Let's
It's
see.
gonna farm out of his whatever chosen focus he has. It's gonna save him.
Only with magic missile. Well, I can use this video.
Okay, make a ranged spell attack against the target on a hit. So what did you roll for the armor class?
19.
Okay, that definitely hits. So you can now do some damage.
Damage, 1d10.
Use him.
Hey, you're at level 5. You get 2 beams. You get to roll. You get to do that twice. So you roll 2 d10s.
First one is 1.
1 point of damage.
One is 8.
So you do a total of 9 points of damage to the side. I'm assuming the face of the giant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
So the giant again just screams in pain, but not so much. Mostly just annoyed that something it can't see is attacking him with something that burns on his left side of the giant's face.
Release the kobold.
We'll use the kobold as bait.
Damn, sir. Magic missile.
I could have waited when I said, before I even... And I plunged the sword into his neck. And then I lost it forever.
Okay, so now you are in combat, Windchill. You're gonna have to roll initiative.
Initiative. Do it.
I got 2.
Okay, so yeah, you're last. You're currently last.
I haven't done anything yet, so.
No, you're not in. So far, Rosewater has not declared an attack, so he's just a bystander.
I can't do anything with my current inventory, as far as I know.
Don't you have like a crossbow or something?
Well, maybe check. I don't think I have a crossbow.
I mean, I do.
Only I had a crossbow.
If only someone could give me a crossbow.
Maybe I could use my playing cards instead. To, I don't know.
Shoot at him?
Let's see, what do I have? Oh, I still have my wishbone.
Newbie, what are you doing?
Do something! I'm screamed out.
Do something.
Anybody! Somebody! I'm staring into the gaping maw of darkness.
You are staring, Sky, literally into the jaws of defeat.
Is Sky dead yet?
No, Sky is.
Wait, whose turn is it? Is anyone taking a turn?
Well, so far as Nui has not attacked anything, so you are not in combat.
If you can.
I geyser the fucker.
You're gonna geyser the fucker?
What the
I'm
guy
gonna-
actually reach?
What?
Geyser says it only works up to 30 feet.
Ah, so probably
You
not.
just spraying more water into the river.
Yes.
Powerful.
Let's see. That's a very good question.
Wait, are we like in a cave?
No,
Oh, wait.
you're on one. Imagine imagine the Colorado River, okay? You're on one side of the rapids and the giant was on the other.
Okay.
Currently, the giant can't move its head, but it can use its arms and legs.
And one of them threw my sword into the river. And one's about to eat me.
I had a crossbow. I should have invested in the crossbow. Oh, I have a playing card set.
Let's see. Okay, for this, okay, in the description of the endless water, it says you could target an object that isn't being worn or carried and weighs no more than 200 pounds. The object is either knocked over or pushed up to 15 feet away from you. So, the way it's worded and the way I interpret it is this thing shoots. This thing shoots with the force of 200 pounds of pressure. So you could push something up to 200 pounds. So you could, if you want, you could maybe use that to push against the current.
Oh, okay.
And maybe
So
like
I could try to get to the other side.
blast your way across or something. Or maybe you could just use that to propel yourself across, like a motorboat or a jet ski.
Like a rocket ship.
Yeah, a rocket ship.
Or like the bag of wind from the SpongeBob movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Magical bag win.
Okay.
A bottle of water.
Let's see what I got.
That's like good. What do I have to roll to like make to like? No.
No, it's
I
an
just
item.
didn't-
You just have to activate it.
Maybe some.
The
Maybe
item.
like I just have to wait till the next day for me to like use that item again.
No,
No. You can
No.
it's the decanter
Anytime?
of endless water.
Oh.
Endless.
Then I guess I could propel myself.
You just pop the cork anytime you want, and say one of the 3 activation words, and then you get that effect.
do something. I'm gonna get bored.
Jesus. Okay, I quickly dive into the water, plug it and say geyser. And then it shoots me.
Boosh! You rocket across the frickin' river. Yeah, you probably could have grabbed someone else.
It
Oh,
is
well.
too late to do that.
No, well, I mean that's your.
You did jump into the water and then geyser.
Okay.
So Nui, you're halfway across the river now.
That's still halfway across, maybe. But that would probably require some really precise
No,
precision.
you could teleport across the river, but that would expend all of your slots. That thing can't be used until the next dawn.
Yeah. I need a way across.
Because I think you already smoked 2 of them previously this morning when you were investigating the wagon.
Probably, yes.
Oh, if that's the case, that means the maximum it has is 2 more slots. So that only gets you like maybe 60 feet into the river.
There's no way I can make it with this.
There's no realistic way you could probably
If I
do
use
it.
the evil key on the river to open up a path.
I'm still fuzzy on the details of the evil, so I'm gonna assume that'll work. Probably. You have my faith.
Yeah, nobody ever investigated the key. They just, here's the key, you want it? Yeah, sure, I'll take it.
Yeah, it zaps you.
Remember the key that Goldfinder had?
the key telemark.
Oh, that key.
Okay, well, I'm gonna demystify the key. If you were to investigate it, the key would be a cursed item that can, at the cost of a failed save, it could open any locked door at the cost of health points. That progressively increase every time you use it.
I guess that's not a lock.
Well, I mean, if the last time it was used, that was the third time it was used, it took 3 points of health. So the next time you use it, it would be 4. So, I mean, you could use it all the way, you could use it forever, but eventually it's going to be doing like 1,000 points of health. You know, because that's the 1,000th time you use it. You know, and then it just becomes not realistic. Unless, of course, you want to die. I can't die, so I have to die by non-magical means.
It'll die.
Okay, so right now, Windchill, what are you doing? I know you already did your move, but are you gonna? You could still move. You just can't attack because you already attacked.
I think I'll stay in place.
Okay, finally, Red Ivan shows up and is like, "What the hell?" He just sees looks like the little kobold is being dangled by this giant's large arm, about to be eaten.
Maybe about time.
Red Ivan, let's see what his combat order. He immediately sees that his friends are in danger. He's going, well, mercenaries are in danger. His hired help. Okay, 17. He immediately pulls out his wand of fireball, and launches it at the, what's it called? The hill giants. And he aims it in such a way where it like gets him in the elbow that's raised. Okay. So that's gonna hit. Let's see how much damage. Meanwhile, Sky, you're gonna have to do can you do a dexterity check?
I can. And then fail. I'm sure this D&D bot hates. Let's do this.
Yeah, I don't like D&D bots. I like dice.
Yeah, D-bot hates my guts. It's a 14.
Okay, let's see. Crap, I gotta go through all my files.
I shouldn't have spent my inspiration on trying to cling on to his ankles.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, how many times can you escape death?
Good point.
Is that a challenge?
Dexterity saving throw. Okay, what's dexterity for the creature?
But it can also be said to the giant as well.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
He's gonna make it out of this encounter alive.
Well, I need to make sure that you don't... What's your dexterity?
My dexterity is a whopping 16.
Okay, so the giant gets the full blast, and then you... let's see, you take... Because the fireball, it's expanding ball of fire up to 20 feet away from his elbow. So...
Yeah, that's definitely gonna reach me.
Yeah, you're probably gonna get singed a little bit, and you're gonna take, 5 points of damage.
And get blasted out of there.
Meanwhile, the hill giant, he takes... Holy crap, yeah, oh, jeez. Let's see.
Not like the giant can dodge.
No, he can't. He's fucked. He's very, he's pinned.
Down with the immovable rod.
He takes 30 points of damage.
30 points?
30.
30? Oh, okay, thank goodness.
So you, from your point of view, even though you're on fire, you could see the giant's elbow, the flesh just melt off from the intensity of the heat on the elbow that has you hold it up, and he lets go. But he lets go in such a way where the blast pushes you, it benefits you. You took damage, but it pushed you out of the mouth's drop zone. So now you're on like the cheek.
Hey! I'm saved!
Yeah, you're not going into the throat, not yet. But he's just pissed.
Nice.
Let's see.
My heart's racing.
Stab the dog.
I've got nothing to stab him with. I lost my sword.
You could just punch him.
I'm going to touch his nuts. I'm gonna fucking punch him in the eyes.
No, his nuts. You got the monk punch, which means it's gonna hurt a lot.
Yeah. Punch the shit out of them. Punching bag.
Yeah, the punching bag. Oh no, that's disgusting.
Here we go.
All right, so whose turn was it next? I think it was
Did I get across? Yeah.
I think it's Windchill. You're up.
Last.
Oh, wait. I shall do another Eldritch Blast.
All right, you blast him. Roll it. Roll for a hit.
Damage, no. No. I got a 10.
The blast just whizzes past the nose of the hill giant. So
use the inspiration. Wait. How about I just inspire you next time?
yeah. Speaking of which,
yeah.
it's now Rosewater's turn.
Bardic inspiration. Windchill.
Okay, you I guess you run over and you give him bardic inspiration.
Give him a nice blast in the nut.
Right in his donger.
Right at the dong.
Okay, is there anything else you're doing, Rosewater?
Help something right now. Either keep going and fill me in later.
What?
What?
Got to go help someone move some stuff.
Oh, we should just take a break.
Or yeah,
Okay.
we can take a 5-10 minute break, restroom snack break.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna go now.
All right.
I'll be back to.
Yes. So we'll be back in like 8:30ish. Yeah, Rosewater, you could make it across. You could spam the last 2 charges that you have in your was it Misty Step wand? But then you'll be like still 30 feet away from the shore.
Nah, do that. I'm gonna get up in the water and I'm gonna get swept up into some weird adventure that I don't want any part of.
What?
Yeah, the water's too fast. I'll get swept away.
You'll end up in some other D&D adventuring party.
Like, how did I end up here? I'm too smart to mess with water.
You already died once. I'm not dying. Don't die on me now.
I know I could play smarter now.
Yeah. If something looks too good to be true, it probably is.
Doesn't look right.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Nui, that was very creative of you to consider that. You could use
The
it
what?
like just a jet ski. You're just motorboating your way across the river. You can now swim like you've never swam before. Alright guys, I'll be back in like 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay.
Mom,
It's going normally. Like. No.
I believe it was Rosewater's turn. Rosewater just got gave a bardic inspiration to Windchill.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. What's happening?
Rosewater's turn. He gave Bardic Inspiration to Windchill. He has not attacked yet.
That's fine. That's all I can do at the moment. Make sure he doesn't miss the next time.
Wait, I'm attacking?
No, you just have inspiration for next time. I mean, Bardic Inspiration.
So what does that give me again?
D6, I think.
You add, let's see.
Yeah.
1d6.
Someone get a new song real quick. It's the first thing I saw.
Okay.
Native American song.
It's Naruto.
We're gonna.
There's a fight cop.
Before the music continues.
Oh, cool. Okay, so Rosewater, are you doing anything else?
My cousin. Nice roll. Who's next?
That would be the Giant's turn. Giant's gonna try to escape the clutches of the his bondage. And that's a, let's see.
Oh my goodness! It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But still, my goodness.
Yeah, he's stuck there. He rolled a 17. Alright, he then is going to just start flailing his arms and legs like a big baby, and that's all he can do. Moving on, it's now Nui's turn. Nui, what are you doing?
Am I still going across the water?
You can.
Huh?
You can.
Aren't you across the water, or...
Like, am I still going across the water, or am I on the other side now?
Are you still wanting to get across? You can if you want to. Do you want to?
Still trying to get across, yeah.
Alright, we'll zoom. You zoom across the last 50 feet using your endless fountain of endless water. As soon as you get out, it's still gushing at 30 gallons a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, you're still wanting gushing, and now you can move your 25 feet closer to the giant, which would basically be on top of him.
I jump on top of the giant's head and point my canister down the giant's mouth.
Okay. Please note he is flailing.
Waterboard him.
So you use the jet of water like a jetpack, water jetpack, and just rocket yourself up. Was that one game with Super Mario? I think it had Mario where you had the water pack and you had flower power or whatever. Yeah, you had something like that.
Yeah, I fucking just waterboarding. I waterboard him.
Okay.
I land my sticky froggy feet inflicting poison on him and
Are you doing do poison.
Waterboard him.
What's your poison ability? I don't know it right off the top of my head.
Poison ability?
Yes. What's the deal with your poison?
Doesn't it just inflict damage?
Yeah, but there's like a save to it. I'm pretty sure there's a save to it.
Oh, I don't know.
Crap. Well, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I don't have it. Crap. Oh, what race were you again?
Grung. Oh, Metal Gear.
Familiar. Oh yeah, yeah. Yell Dead Cell. Why is this
funny?
Okay, any creature that touches the skin with your best skin for the first time, must succeed on a Constitution. Yeah.
funny because at some point during the dialogue, she dropped the head. And the puppets are like, hey buddy, you dropped the head.
Okay, Nui, what is your proficiency bonus and constitution modifier?
Proficiency bonus is 2, and my constitution modifier is 1.
Okay, so the giant needs to get at least an 11 in order to avoid not being poisoned. Let's
Ow.
see. Constitution.
Well, Constitution.
Yeah, it's not poisoned.
Well, still waterboarded.
Yeah, so you start pouring 30 gallons of water per turn, per round, into its throat, and it's just choking that up.
Yeah.
Okay, it's now Red Ivan's turn. Red Ivan is going to attack. Okay, that fireball, he just shoots wildly and just misses the foot. Freaking missed, damn it. Okay, going back up to the top, it's now Sky's turn. Sky,
Do something.
Yay! It's my turn.
you're on the cheek. You're on the right hand side cheekbone, watching Nui waterboarding this giant.
Alright. I'm gonna proceed to walk over to his eyes, and I'm gonna start fucking punching him. I'm turning the hill giant into a hill cyclops.
Okay, do a dexterity. Do a roll for hit.
Damn it.
You're gonna get it, buddy. You're gonna regret ever consuming people. Alright,
Messed with the wrong kobold.
you... It's a 3, so I'm definitely not hitting. But
Yeah, that doesn't.
I'm going to spend a key point to flurry of blows his eyes.
Okay, you now get 2 additional attacks. So roll 2 d20s.
Oh, I get an attack bonus of 5. So, if I do that, punches.
Aren't you the Kensei monk?
I am a Kensei monk, but threw one of my weapons into the river, and then I have one stashed inside my pack. So, one hit definitely does not hit at all.
Okay, what was
the other one? It was a 6 for the first hit, but the second one is a 6.
16? That one hits. Roll for damage.
Yeah, kind of like
Yay!
Exactly.
Damage. It's for punching things at level 1.
I think it's a D4 plus your proficiency bonus.
My dex, efficiency, dex, right?
Yes.
Well, I can use either strength or dex.
Right.
Dummy. Stupid. I typed it in wrong. It's an 8. Right in his eye.
Okay, you do 8 more points of damage. You could also choose to impose a certain type of effect for the open hand. This is open hand technique.
No, I'm Kensei, so I don't have that.
Okay, so you just freaking punch. It's just 8 points of damage. Oh shit! Yeah.
Right in his eyes.
Ow! Yeah,
The one eye.
it makes his whole eyeball blink with just teary-eyed. It's just Alright, going to Windchill. Windchill, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay, was it Eldritch Blast?
Yep.
Don't you have something else?
Yeah, the Bardic Inspiration.
Ah yes. Okay, do it.
I got 5 plus plus.
What's your spellcasting modifier?
So, where is that again?
Let's see.
Oh, plus 3.
So that's a 5 plus 3.
8. Plus
Okay.
6. 1. So, 8, 9.
9. Yeah, no. It hits the giant in the left cheekbone, but it doesn't do any damage.
Left cheek. Do that left butt cheek.
Yeah, no, it doesn't do any damage.
Did
Did you use the inspiration?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't use the break. I didn't use the party.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, I thought you did. Alright, my bad. Going back up to Rosewater. Rosewater's turn.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, what's up?
Rosewater.
Rosewater.
Wait, what time do we usually play? Or like, what time do we usually like finish?
I
Finish
try.
it.
No. I rather not go to 11. I try to get it. I try to keep it within 3 or 4 hours.
Well, wait, what's our
We started.
2 hour?
We started at 6:30 ish.
Okay,
So we'll say.
that's
8:30. Well,
6:30 for us.
yeah.
Yeah. I understand that. So I want to try to keep it shorter.
So,
I know.
the other side of that river.
Hmm?
Is there anything I can? Is there anything that could be? I don't know, shot with an arrow with something?
That could be shot with an arrow.
If I borrowed a crossbow, tied a rope to it, and shot it at something, but I use that.
Yeah, you could aim it at the giant's fatty skin, or aim at the
I need
dirt.
to borrow a crossbow from somebody. Does anyone have a crossbow?
Leans on to windshield. Does anybody
Does anyone have a crossbow that I could probably use to, get across?
According to the warlock trait, you do have a light crossbow or a simple weapon, your choice. Hello? Windchill.
Hello.
Yes. Rosewater needs a crossbow. You probably have one.
Oh,
Yes.
Here you go.
Sorry to interrupt. We have a friend who kind of wants to like learn and play D&D with us.
Yeah.
Like Jill. Jill wants to learn to play D&D, but like I send her an invite to the server and she just kind of just wants to listen, so she has an idea to how D&D works and stuff.
Okay, so she's a spectator.
Yeah, she's just a spectator. So if someone just joins in,
Ignore her.
yeah, just let her.
Tell her to
watch
go
on the
away.
sidelines.
We don't want her kind here.
Yeah. Don't know if she'll join now or maybe next time. Not sure, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. No, I'm glad that she has an interest in joining, or it's just experiencing the possible world.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's got to start somewhere. All right, so hopefully she'll join. Yes, Windchill.
What kind of crossbow do you have? What kind of crossbow is it?
I have a light crossbow.
Light crossbow. Okay, it's adding that to the inventory properly.
Okay, but you also don't have any bolts. You just gave him the crossbow.
Yeah, too bad. I can give you some for a fee.
After the fight.
Pay the man, Rosewater.
No, right now. I want the money right now.
I want it in advance. Every bolt.
Wait, what the fuck were we listening to?
The Super Mario Brothers.
Spare for like at least one bolt or
A couple bolts. You get it.
Yeah,
I-
you can do that.
Mario Bros.
I got the feeling that wind chill's gonna charge you like 10 gold pieces per bolt when you get 20 of them for 1 gold piece.
I might need more than one, actually. I need at least 2.
I'll give you. Anyway,
You have 20 bolts.
I can use 5. I'll just write that you owe me. My little black book.
What's happening? I spaced out. Is the giant dead yet? Did I kill him with my waterboarding?
No, but you can see that it's hurting. Okay, it's definitely hurting.
Oh, boy. Life wasn't as good as it was 20 minutes ago.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, no, actually, life was a lot better. 5 minutes ago.
You're just having a good old-fashioned nap. Now I'm feeling bad that we're doing this. Oh, a little bit.
A little. Okay.
Probably, you most likely killed someone. So you know what? I prefer not. Well,
All right, Rosewater. It's still your turn. You now have the cross bolts and the crossbow. And what are you gonna do?
Back to the end of the crossbow, and then I aim for something on the other side, like a tree.
All right, dexterity check.
I did all that in one turn. Now for a dexterity. For my aim, dexterity.
Yes.
1d20. Better work. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. Dexterity. I'm good at. My dexterity's 1.
Are you just literally throwing? Oh yeah, you're just trying to get the string across. Okay.
Yeah. This
look, I'm in the middle of a thing. Stop calling me.
Let's see. Is that sleight of hand, stealth, or what's dexterity?
No, it's just dexterity, straight up.
Then I guess it's just +4. So whatever it is, +4.
Yes.
Doing nerd shit.
4, 11.
Okay, you got 11. It gets stuck on. It glances off a rock about 10 feet away from the edge. So it didn't land.
There goes one. I can reel it in.
No, you can.
It's on the rope.
You can.
I'll deal with it later. Okay, that was my first attempt.
Okay, is there anything else you want to do?
Move a few inches closer.
I mean, there are rocks peppered occasionally above the water this whole time.
Oh, now you tell me.
I said that. There were rocks jetting up out of the water.
I'm not gonna risk it. They're probably slippery. I'll just wait till my next turn,
I mean,
and then I'll shoot it again. They'll probably kill it by then.
we'll see. Is there nothing else? Okay, moving on. It's now Nui's turn. Nui, you're still waterboarding, actively waterboarding the giant. What else do you want to do?
And I once again try to secrete poison on him
Let's see.
while still waterboarding him.
You're smearing your gross, disgusting skin. Mucus.
My feet resting on his forehead.
Yeah, okay, do it. Yeah, you automatically do that. It's part of your.
As I bitch slap him.
Yeah, it says anytime any creature that touches you with its bare skin for the first time on its turn, or is touching you at the beginning of its turn. Wait. What? No, it's yeah. So you get 2 chances to poison the guy.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So
I gotta roll again.
I'm gonna roll.
Oh.
The giant has to roll to see if he gets poisoned or not. He got a 18, so that's not 11. He's safe.
Damn, he's got a really high constitution.
He's a huge giant. How much poison are you realistically pumping into him? If you're the size of a frog. It might take a couple of turns, probably, before it starts, feeling it. It's like you're
Really feeling it.
You're gonna have to use a couple tranquilizers on an elephant,
Yeah.
Anywho, it's still your turn.
I can't wait for my turn so that I can create a bridge so that everyone can escape on the thing.
Can like climb across.
Yeah, because no one else is going to be able to. How's the cold going to get across? Oh,
Good
wait,
point.
just.
That's a
just ride.
Yes.
On the froggy geyser.
The motorboat. The
Yeah,
new
tiny-
USS Nui.
These tiny little things. Yeah, you could surf across.
Jet ski Nui, you know.
You're so humble.
It's like a more-
No.
Bloodletting, because that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, the psychological thriller. Okay, Nui, what are you doing?
Since I'm still kind of waterboarding a guy. What's in my fucking bag? Let's see.
Don't you have spells?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Wait, did we say that we can't kill him immediately?
No.
Or...
No. According to Red Ivan, if you wanted to find out where his hideout was, you follow him. So that's already over. So now this is pretty much where he's sleeping. This looks like his hideout area. You know, it's pretty protected, and you get the feeling that it's a hideout. So now you just waste his ass.
Okay. Let's say... The only spell that I have that really causes damage is Thunderwave, but I don't think anybody would be a fan of that right now.
Thunder wave into his mouth filled with water.
Is everyone just away from safe distance from me? Is it just me and the giant?
The only person who would be within range would be Sky, who is standing right next to you.
Too focused on punching his eyes.
Yeah. But he is a pretty dexterity fellow. And the way I'm reading it is, on a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away. So effectively, that would rip his nose out.
Well...
It would rip his brain. It could rip his brains
Can
out.
I nicely ask Sky to step back?
It's not his turn.
Damn.
He's so you might one shot this thing the way the movable rod's set up, and if you aim it right, it could push the rod 10 feet into his skull, out the back of his skull. It just carve his face up. But you could also kill Sky, maybe.
Yeah, that's why that's what I'm kind enough to do.
Your choice.
I'm dealing his eyes.
Yes. Do I have any regular weapons? Oh, I do. I got my rapier and my dagger. I guess I could, since I'm sort of waterboarding this fuck, can I give my dagger to Sky?
You can.
Then, okay. I give my dagger to Sky, so she has something instead of her fist.
Yeah, he needs it. Tiny little kobold that's basically naked right now.
She is naked. In the nude.
Basically naked.
I've shoved all my clothes inside the bag.
Just so they wouldn't get wet.
And
It
dirty,
just
yeah.
looks more like a gator.
Yeah, but aren't you still holding the bag, Sky?
I have it like strapped on my back.
Okay.
Strap on bag.
Strap on.
Yeah, it's a strap on.
Strap off.
Alright, so I guess you gave the dagger to Sky.
Yeah.
And is there anything else you want to do, Nui?
I take out my rapier and poke him in the eye.
Okay, you're gonna shank him in the eye.
I'm going to turn his head into a shish kebab.
Okay, roll for a hit.
Now I'm feeling really, really, really bad about all this.
Because this whole time the giants can't move, but you can still do other.
I can't.
He can't move.
One.
His head
Wait, what do I have to
hit
roll?
into
You're gonna roll a d20 to see if you could beat his armor class.
Do I have to add in skill to that, or is that?
Are you proficient in your in a dagger?
Yeah. Right here.
Rapier?
In a rapier.
How do I know if I'm good at that?
You look at your. Let's see.
If you chose that, usually.
Well, no, but because her race is not is unconventional. Just let's look at her bard. Just look at the bard feats. As a bard, you are proficient with simple weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, short swords. So yes.
Okay.
So you roll a d20 plus your proficiency bonus, but I think also because as a bard. No, hang on. Nope, that's it.
Okay, good. Alright, I got a 17.
That's a
I
hit.
feel it
Roll.
would be impossible to miss anyway.
Yeah, right above.
Yes.
And
All right, roll for damage. Rapier's damage.
damage.
17.
I know that's that you beat his armor class. Now you get to do some
Oh.
damage.
I have to do it again?
No.
Yeah.
No. How much? What? Let's see. Look up rapier.
Hold on, I have the thing on.
Is it a D8?
1d8 piercing, yeah. Plus whatever.
Yes. No, it's just 1d8.
Plus 1.
1d8 plus... What?
1d8 plus 1.
For like bard?
Yes.
Okay, I roll 1d8 plus 1 because I am a
What's the?
bard.
What is the plus 1 for?
Whoops, I forgot to roll. Wait, because am I not supposed to do it? Hold on, roll.
It's R1d8 plus
Give her 1d8.
dexterity?
Is that what it is? Because I'm a bard?
No. I think. For you get the bonus, you get the proficiency bonus added to your value when you're trying to overcome the armor class, because that's how you plunge it into the when you're attacking, you actually stick it into the flesh. But I don't think you add your bonus to the actual damage modifier. It doesn't say that. It just says skill check.
So just one, every other 1d8.
Correct. Unless, of course, you're like a monk, and it's in the book. It specifically says you get to do more damage because you're just amazing with your punching. Because punching, otherwise it's just the D4. How much damage? That's not cool. That's not terribly exciting.
I'll just roll.
But if it's like a D4 plus 7, wow, that could be. No, you're getting at least 7 points of damage.
I got a 4.
Okay, you sink the knife into which eyeball?
Rapier. It's the rapier.
Yeah, rapier.
Rapier.
Which one? Which eyeball are you sinking it into?
I think.
I guess the one that Sky isn't punching into.
That's the right eyeball.
Then to the left.
And you sink it, and as you sink into it, you can just see his eyeball just turn frickin' red, like he can't see anymore out of that eyeball. He is just pissed. Okay, let's see what the giant does. It's his turn. Giant's turn. Okay, he got an 18. That's not a 30, so he still can't move. He can reach up and is going to grab both of you. Both of you do a dexterity check. Saving throw.
Okay. Roll 1d20
to resist
plus
his attack.
whatever dexterity thing we got.
Yes. He's gonna try to.
Natural 20!
Okay, you're safe. Sky is super safe.
I got a 10.
Okay, you slip through his wet fingers and escape. He misses. He misses both of you, so you're fine. Okay, back up to I think it's Red Ivan's turn. Red Ivan attacks. That is a freaking miss. Again, he just missed. Yeah, Red Ivan kind of sucks. He's just sucks this whole fucking time.
He's ramboing too hard. He's
trying too hard.
He's filled with bloodlust and he can't think straight. So
He's still phased about that kiss. Every time he does an attack, he's thinking of Rosewater.
As the fireball sails over our heads.
Yes.
Maybe he'll melt the entire river into steam.
It's now Sky's turn. Sky's up.
I will continue to punch this guy in the eyes.
The same eyeball. Okay, do that. Armor class.
Fine. It's an 8, so it misses. If it's a one-digit number, I'm 100% sure it misses. But I'm going to spend another key to do another flurry of blows directly on the eyes.
Yes.
Because as I'm punching him, I start feeling really bad about it.
Okay, well.
Sorry. Pop! It's 15.
That's a hit.
That first one.
Roll another one.
Oh my god, and a natural 20.
You shitting me?
On the second one.
Okay, so this is how it's gonna go. For the first one, for the 15, roll for damage. Roll normal damage.
7.
Okay, and then I think you add your proficiencies to that. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and that's going to be the.
A 4 plus a 3, so that's already a maximum punch plus my whatever.
So 7 plus like 4.
It's 4 plus 3, so it goes to the 7.
Okay, so 7 total. You do 7 points of damage right into the bloodshot eyeball, and you almost. It sounds like you almost popped it, because there's a big gaping hole in his iris.
And then the second one is going to be.
That one is double damage.
So wait, do I?
So you roll 2d4s.
Oh, okay. So roll 2.
Because it's a critical hit.
2d4.
Yes. Plus your proficiencies to them. Plus your proficiency.
It's an 8.
Okay, 8 total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you did a total of 12. What was it? I'm sorry, 15 points of damage. Pam, 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 pam. So you kick him, then you punch him with both arms.
Yep.
All right, and now he is just. He's not having a fun time. No, but he's still alive.
How dare you be alive?
You got a lot of nerve being alive.
Just die, damn it. All right, now it's Windchill's turn. Windchill, you're up.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, let me count my money real quick.
Count the rosewater money he gave you for borrowing your crossbow.
Alright, I shall use another blast.
Alright, roll for hit.
Yeah.
Good. What's Impy doing this whole time, might I ask?
He's just chilling on my shoulder. He doesn't fight or anything.
He's just massaging your warrior arm?
Yeah.
Okay.
He just basically nothing.
Very good hit.
I got a 20.
I'm sorry?
I got a 20.
A natural 20?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is, that's a critical hit. So now you get to roll, normally you roll 2d8, I'm sorry, what is it?
I think
you roll 4. No, because you're level 5, you get 2.
Oh yeah, right.
So now you get to roll 4 d10s. So you can do up to 40 points of damage if you'd like. Yeah.
I kill.
Did 12 damage. I got 1, 1, 4, and 6.
1, 1, 4, and 6?
Yep, 12.
Okay, so 12 points of damage. That one, when you shoot it off, its flash is abnormally bright, even for you. And it sails across the distance, and then it lands right. Where are you aiming it at?
I am aiming at his face.
Okay, you blast a huge chunk of its left cheek, which was, by the way, scarred and burned and everything else. It just disintegrates.
Okay, take that.
Bam, doing 12 points of damage. Okay, next up, it's going to be, let's see. Rosewater, you're up. Yeah, you did that. You can now reload and try again.
So you're renting that crossbow.
It's on a is it on an hourly or minute basis?
Per shot, I guess.
Per shot. Okay.
Sure.
Oh.
Per battle.
Per battle. That sounds nice.
With a retainer in case if there's damage, cosmetic damage.
Secure the edge as well. I was gonna shoot it at some kind of tree on the other side somewhere.
The tree is going to be the nearest tree. It's really sparse. It's like a good 180 feet away. Because remember, the giant's been ripping up trees. Okay, you're gonna shoot at the giant's thigh. Roll for dexterity.
Here we go. Off to Neverland. 12
Actually, no. Roll for hit. Roll for hit, because you're actively going to hit the giant now. Yeah, forget the dexterity part.
Roll for hit. Uh-oh. Just holding again. Wait, what did I do? Would that still be dexterity anyway?
No, because dexterity for me would be if you're trying to hit a point, like a target. Okay, but now you're aiming for a giant bag of meat, and that's a weapon attack. Okay, that's not like throwing a dart on a dartboard. That's not precise. You're actively attacking. So just roll for hit.
It's stationary.
You want advantage? Okay. Yeah, you could do advantage.
It's not like it can move.
Yeah, but it still moves its legs and arms are still trying to.
It's not like it can go very far though.
It can't move its head.
He's trying.
He's doing the best.
He's trying.
He's doing the best he can. Okay.
Good at 12, I guess. Or plus, what do I add to that? Do I add anything to that?
Are you proficient in it? No. Are you? Of course you are.
I am proficient in crossbows.
Okay, add your proficiency bonus.
Plus 3.
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
And hopefully it sticks in there.
No, it sticks in there.
Roll 1. D. I forgot what I was roll. Let's see, crossbow bolt.
For light crossbow, that is going to be a.
What is light crossbow? Light.
Change the song.
That's one. That's what it says on mine.
Damn it.
It's the same one.
Roll 1d8 plus 1. At least for me, anyway. That is a 9.
Okay, you do 9 points of damage as it sinks effortlessly into its fatty flesh.
Yeah, I'll just die. Yeah, that ought to do something good. Might help somebody.
Okay, now there is a rope. Are you still holding on to the rope?
Of course I was holding on to that thing. I'm not stupid.
Okay, just to let you know that on the giant's next turn, because it's attached to its thigh, the giant might move its leg and then send you flying.
Yeah, pull me over. Let it pull me over.
Pull me! Mush!
I do work.
Okay, are you doing anything else, Rosewater? I don't think so, because you already used a couple of movement actions to reload and shoot it, of course.
Maybe I should tie the rope around my waist, just in case.
Okay, you're gonna do that. Next up, it's going to be Nui. Your turn.
This is really interesting to see what happens.
So, like, okay, so I stabbed the guy.
You did. Your knife is still lodged into his left eyeball. His right eyeball. Yeah. No, it does have. I purposely got a lot of HP.
This thing's got a lot of
It's literally a hill giant. It's a job for mercenaries only, and you accepted it.
Okay. We'll go with that. Just, damn, it's got a lot.
Alright.
This boy.
Is the giant?
Long time.
Yeah.
The giant still stuck down, like being held down still.
Yeah, it has not moved since the rod was activated.
Where's Sky at the moment?
Sky standing
Still right next to you, punching the eye out.
Good, damn it. Let's see. What else could I do? I mean, I'm still waterboarding.
I turn to Nui and shout from all the adrenaline coursing through my veins. Kill this motherfucker!
Kill this motherfucker!
Due to the rage that Sky is just screaming out, it also made me angry. So I shoved my canister down the giant's throat that he swallowed while it's still gushing.
Oh my gosh! So now, are you? Wait, did you do that for real?
Yeah.
Okay, as you push it deeper into its throat, water is just erupting now out, dribbling out of its nose and its mouth, and just everything that's connected to its throat. It's wherever it can, water's coming out now.
Rip.
So it's not doing too good, and because it's the endless cancer of water. Let's see.
It doesn't stop.
It just drowns.
Well, it takes a while. It takes a couple rounds, depending on its constitution. It takes a while for it to drown. So yeah. I mean, yeah.
Water balloon.
Yeah.
Then it pops.
And you
And
pop.
Oh god.
The face will be the only place where the water's coming out.
And then
I don't
then
think
Sky
we're really
bags
gonna
the
get this
entire giant inside a bag of holding.
We're doing pretty good. The whole time.
What?
You have to cut them into pieces, though, of course, because the bag's
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
the bag's only 8 inches wide. The
I
holes
could just cut it open and get my water back.
you get like
Take a
25
hot minute.
25 years worth of food could be stored in there. Worth a dead giant. Alright, so anything else, Dewey?
Poison.
Oh yeah, you gotta get poison. Let's see if he resists your poison. Don't forget. Alright, he is now poisoned.
Alright.
Let's see what that does.
I have charisma.
Okay, a poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, so it makes it easier for everyone else to basically kill him. Okie dokie, Nui, anything else?
Can I get my rapier back? Like,
Yes.
can I pull it out from his eye?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Okay.
And as you do, blood squirts out like a little geyser from all the
Yay.
pressure
Yay.
and like other fluids, you know, corneas and shit. It just sprays over Sky too.
I'll wash out his brain.
Okay.
Alright.
Anything else? Otherwise, we're moving on to let's see. Yeah, what's his face? Red Ivan.
I think I'm done.
Okay, going to Red Ivan. Let's see if he finally does some shit. He fucking doesn't. Wait, no, hang on. Hold on. No, he does. Oh, my bad. Yes, he does. So he's finally gonna launch it. So he does.
Finally gonna hit?
Yeah, he finally landed a hit. Let's see if the guy giant survives the Constitution save. He fails, so he's gonna get 8 d6s.
What?
And he's 8 d6s, and he's aiming for the stomach. It doesn't burn the rope, but it got pretty close. And the giant just he's just trashed. He's dead. And he dies.
Was it lethal or not lethal?
That was a lethal hit.
Aw.
So at this point, the arms were flailing, and then it just stops, and he's not moving anymore. Water's just effortlessly coming out of its nose and mouth, and his eyeballs are like staring emptyingly at both of you.
Victory!
Yes.
I did damage, right? So I get part of the. Whatever.
Everyone in the battle gets to level up.
Woo!
So Nui and Sky, you should be level 4, but that's only after you get a long rest.
Okay.
So that's gonna happen pretty much once you guys get out of here. And then Rosewater and Winchell, you're now level 6.
Excellent.
Speaking of which, level 4 characters, you now have a special feature called a ability score improvement, where you could select any one of your ability scores, which is like strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma. You could increase that big number by either 2, or increase any 2 numbers by 1.
I like to learn spells.
You could also, instead of getting an ability improvement score, you could choose something called a feat, which gives you like extra special features. You have to look in the player's handbook on page, let's see. Page 165. And that could be something you could think about next time.
Oh, I can learn Magic Missile.
Magic Missile.
But that would probably be really. I can learn 2 spells.
You can? Really?
Yeah, at 6th level. 2 additional magical secrets. They count as bard spells for you, but don't count against another bard spells you know. Cool.
Counter charm?
I'll look at that. Yeah,
Wait, what kind of bard were you, Rosewater?
I think it's the kind that gets 2 of these. Let's see my bardic college.
College of Lore or Valor or what?
Lore. College of Lore.
Bard College.
Whoa, shit! Yeah, you could learn any 2 spells of your choice from any spellcaster class.
Oh, I can learn my own Misty Step and combo that with the other Misty Step.
So you have at least 1 or 2 or 3 or like 10.
Ooh, Phantom Steed, what the hell's that?
Alright, but that's something you could think about later, and you can only get that effect once you level up, once you get a long rest. The effects of leveling up doesn't happen instantaneously.
Think about it until that's
yeah,
a lot of
you got all of you guys have 2 weeks to think about what you want to do. Alright, and now that that's dead, Rosewater still has the rope across the
thing. After the thing, I
yeah.
can go over there and get somebody.
There's a rope where? Around the neck?
There is a rope sticking out of the left side thigh of the hill giant. The dead hill giant.
How about I tie the other end onto a tree or something nearby?
Okay, there is a rock. There's no tree nearby.
Is it a big rock that I can tie it around?
Yes. Yeah, there's large stable rocks, yes sir.
I'll just tie it around that rock. Somebody secure the other end, maybe, in case the thigh is not strong enough to, Might be in there, but that doesn't mean it's not going to come out.
I don't do it for free.
Well, yeah. You're not even near the giant. Oh, I know. I'll ask somebody on the other side to do it. I'll just use message. I have one copper coin specifically to use this message.
So you're gonna cast message?
Yep. I'm gonna tell one of them to secure the rope on the other side.
Let's do it.
I don't know, it costs my copper coin, but it's worth it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it costs one thingy of copper. Oh, you
Gonna blow a hole.
I wish you could hammer it into a whole wire first, but no.
You said message.
I'll send a message to...
Message or sending?
It's just a message.
Okay, I think it's sending because it sounds like you send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature you're familiar with. Is that you? Because for bards, I don't see the word. I don't see message.
Essentially, I'm sending words over there. I'm just talking to them.
That sounds like sending. That's a level 2 spell.
This says message. I have this from the beginning though, because I chose it for some reason.
Oh, unless of course you just picked it at random because the other.
It's a 0 level spell message.
Message. Okay, what?
It's a large spell.
Oh, okay. I was just being a moron.
That one.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my message to, let's see, Sky or Nui. I'll ask Nui.
You send it both. As soon as you send the one, you send another.
I can send it both, I guess.
Because it's cantrip. It doesn't cost you anything. You can spam it.
But I only have one copper piece.
It doesn't. Does it say it gets consumed?
Well, it doesn't say it gets consumed.
I don't know about you guys, but I like the idea of if you're a spellcaster, you have every spellcaster automatically by default has something called a spell pouch, a spell component pouch, and unless the spell specifically says an item gets consumed, we're just gonna generalize that part and gloss over the finer details of spellcasting and just assume that you have an infinite supply of copper wire, whatever. Unless, of course, it says something like, if you need a gem worth 1,000 gold, which the spell consumes, then you can't cast that unless you have a gem worth 1,000 gold you're willing to consume. But if it's like a short piece of copper wire, don't worry about that crap. You have unlimited supply for the purposes of sending a spell.
Yo! Sky, dude, yo. Secure the other rope. The rope, please.
Yeah, I'll find someplace.
Sky.
But you can't talk back, you just hear the message.
Yeah, I'd say it all. I'm thinking that you might say, over here.
Sarcasm. Sarcasm RS.
So yeah, there's any nearby. Hold on, he dropped the tree, so
Yeah, he did.
I'm going to secure the rope onto the fallen tree.
Yeah, it was a 30-foot tall trunk of a tree. Hell yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. Alright, secure it on there. Now we can go to and from across the river by using this thing.
Yep.
And not have to worry about flying down the river.
Yes.
Right, Winchell? Oh, by the way, how much do you want for the, your crossbow stuff? And here's your crossbow.
I won't charge you this time. But next time.
I'll give you a crossbow back, right?
Sure.
Yeah, right. It was a rental, right?
It's a free trial, okay?
Okay. I'll give you back the crossbow. And the bolts. There are 4 left. We'll probably get that last one back eventually.
Yeah, or just make or buy them, whatever.
Oh yeah, do that.
Okay, so who's going across? Right, Ivan starts going across. Let's see if he falls into the river. He's gonna have to do a what's it called?
Well,
Hold
point of the rope is to make it easier.
I mean, yeah, you could hang on to it, you know, like monkey bars. Unless of course you want to balance like tightrope across it.
Yeah, I probably no. Wait, that acrobatics thing. If that's acrobatic, then I run across? No, I can't run across. I would slowly have to go across.
I mean, you could just keep sending ropes across until you have like 2 of them, and then you could use it like that.
One rope.
Or you want like army crawl across, where you have like your arms and legs like wrapped around the arm, like a boa constrictor.
Really cross securely.
Okay, for that, let's just do a strength check.
My strength sucks.
Okay. Sorry.
Doing acrobatics, I have to. I'd have a better chance doing acrobatics than walking across.
Let's do strength or acrobatics. There are those occasional rocks. If you feel like you're gonna fall off, you can take a break.
Let's do 1d20 that will run across. See the spinner over there. 15 plus. I don't know. Let's see, plus 4? 19? For acrobatics, I can run across. Let's see if I can walk across. Tightrope.
Tightrope.
I'm gonna tightrope it.
Tightrope.
That's probably acrobatics.
Yeah, you make it across.
I'm gonna say I can get across, even though my speed is 30 feet.
Meanwhile, Windchill, what are you doing?
Well, I guess Windchill off, right?
Yeah, make a acrobatics or a strength check.
Right. And then I'll better.
Miss John did to my room. Children.
I like it, Charlie.
Acrobatics or what? What you doing? Acrobatics?
Acrobatics or strength.
Or strength?
Acrobatics or strength, your choice.
Whichever.
Whatever you want. Whatever would make it funniest.
Or acrobatics.
Very well, roll it. Well, that's good.
I got 8.
Okay, you make it a third of the way across. Just before you fall, there's a rock, and you like get on that.
Nice.
So
With my head.
you land. You're gonna land on your head.
No.
Okay, you take. Let's see. You're gonna take 2 points of damage
Oh, man.
and 10 points to your ego.
Oh, man. Might as well play it now.
Yeah, your ego
You
took
all
a.
saw that.
Yeah,
What
Impy's really worried about your skull and starts massaging it. Your big brain head. Meanwhile, Nui and Sky, what are you doing? You killed the giant.
Go and try to get my canister back.
Okay, you're gonna scurry into the mouth of the giant, and you pull it out. It's still gushing out water. Okay, his whole mouth is like a little cave of water.
Yeah.
One thing I want to address says on the water stops Nectarine, but that's probably too. That's definitely way too late now. But like, unless you're actively shouting, guys. Geyser!
It's already a geyser.
But so like, I guess at this point it should stop pouring.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I pull it out and I plug it back up.
Yep. As soon as you plug it back up, water stops flowing. And then you put it back in your inventory. And now what?
I want to search for loot.
Just a reminder, your immovable rod is still lodged in the nostril of the creature.
Thank you for reminding me that.
Yes.
Completely left it.
I'm okay with players leaving their wonderful items for someone other players to pick up.
Wonders. I'll go get it. I'll retrieve it.
Anyone else uses.
Or maybe some other adventuring party down the line finds a decayed corpse of a giant. It's like, hey, there's that thing sticking out. Let's go check it out. It's defying gravity. It's just a basic common item.
Yeah, I
Take that mod, that rod back.
Yeah,
I'll
take.
put the rod, put it back inside my pack, and we may have the decanter bleed.
Yeah, that fucking rod saved your guys' ass. I'm gonna say that much.
Yeah,
dagger.
Okay, 'cause
Yeah,
this guy would have been able to do like 21 points of damage if it hits.
yeah, I was pretty sure one of them would have died.
Yeah, died, dead. Not died, dead. Just dead.
So dead. But yes, can you pour a stream water on me? I am filthy. Covered in mud and sweat and grime.
Alright. Okay.
Me too.
Alright. I tell everyone to group together for a picture. Like we're taking a picture together. If they wanted.
At this point, Rosewater makes it across. Windchill makes it across with Impy tailing behind. Red Ivan is now across. Everyone's across.
Cheeks.
Yeah.
She.
Everyone say money.
Money.
Money
Money.
Shot.
Okay. Chink.
Money shot.
An imaginary picture flashes. And now.
Everyone gets wet.
6,000.
We're all clean now.
Alright. Well,
Look
guys.
at the treasure.
Yes. Let's see. Red Ivan pulls out. Let's see what else can you do. Please hold.
I wonder if we'll ever discuss that kiss.
Never.
He's not taking that to my right.
Yes, he's never gonna tell you what that was.
You're
He'll
here.
never tell me what his feelings were.
Gotta do something real quick. I'll be right back. Oh.
Alright.
BRB. So about that kiss, man, that was real hot, man.
Shut it.
I'm not gonna lie, I was like 8 out of 10 man kiss.
Okay, so Red Ivan casts See Invisibility. And he is scanning the area, looking for anything that could be invisible. He goes to a spot by there's a pile of dirt that looks like a natural hill that's weathered with age, and it turns it into a kind of like a roughage pile. You know, all the previous dead carcasses and animals and stuff were piled there. The leftovers from the messy hill giants' eating habits are located in this like pile. And he starts digging through it, looking for gold pieces that were not digested by the creature.
Okay. I fed my snails. What's happening?
Okay, the gold pile, the supposed treasure, is the undigested remains of the people that the hill giant ate.
Oh.
So as you see, there's bones and skeletons, and as he's flying them around, little pieces of gold coins, and whatever humans were eaten by the hill giant are now just sitting in that roughage pile.
Ugh.
So there is gold, there's silver, there's stuff, but you have to go look for it.
In the pile of yuck.
No, it's all bones. You know, it's like an owl.
Okay.
You know, and plus of all the rain and
like
the
a
boggy.
pallet.
Yeah, well, I mean, not a pallet, but it's just what's the stuff that people can't digest?
Yeah.
Okay, you can't digest gold. Gold and silver. Copper, that's gone. So then, are you going to take a break? Because at this point, everyone's going to get. This is like 2:00 in the morning. So everyone's been awake for like over 18 hours, and everyone might get a point of exhaustion.
I guess we could rest here.
Is it gone yet?
No, it's 2:00.
Okay, let's take a long rest. We'll make a tent out of the giant's loincloth.
I
I have my own executive tent.
I dig a hole in which I sleep. You go sleep underneath the balls of, of the dead giant if you like, but not me.
My impulse set up my executive attempt.
You motion to the imp, and the imp like recognizes what you want just by the tone of your voice. He starts clumsily making that intent. Alright, and then Red Ivan gives everyone a thumbs up and says, you know, Red Ivan thought for a while there all of you guys would die. But you've proven you guys is to be very, very cunning and somewhat sickening mercenary helpers. Junior mercenary helpers. Oh, my plan was originally to have you guys die and then I come in and collect the spoils, but it was the other way around. I got stuck in the frickin' mud chasing this thing. So.
And you got turned to a dungeon. Not forget that, buddy.
Yes, I'm very, very happy. So, let's go take a rest. I don't think the gold's gonna disappear in the short amount of time in the morning. It's probably gonna still be here. So, good job.
Alright. I'm gonna dig my hole. Don't bother. I'm going to sleep.
Alright. So, everyone is going to be taking a long rest at this point.
We charge the Misty Step at dawn.
Only at the first ray of dawn. Dawn is going to be decided as the sunrise.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so as soon as you see the sun itself, not the sunlight, that's when you roll 1d4.
Cool.
1d4. The thing originally can hold up to 5 charges per day.
One roll.
Well, it's not sunrise yet.
One roll.
Okay, so let's just fast forward. We're almost at the end of the episode. You know, this is almost a good stopping point right here. I'm just gonna wrap this up. It's now fast forward 8 hours. It's 10 o'clock. You guys sleep very late into the morning because you were up essentially all night and all day yesterday. You now, Rosewater, roll me a d4.
I roll a D.
A d4 plus 1.
Roll 1 D4 plus 1. 1 plus 1.
And while that's going on, Windchill, did you take time to analyze your weapon?
Yes.
Okay, were you able to attune to it?
Yes.
Okay, so now that weapon is attuned to you, you could now use that in combat. Have you had time to look it over?
Yeah. I looked it over a while ago, actually.
Ooh, good job. I hope it works out for you, because you're the only one who could use it. Especially the I want to see you use the rebutive strike, where you smash it in half and unleash hell. And probably send you to hell, too.
30 foot radius.
Yes, and then it's times whatever. Alright, so now it's late morning, everyone's awake, and we're going to pause it right there, with the gold and the dead giant still peacefully awaiting your dissection.
So now, we level up to level 4.
Yeah, you are now officially level 4. Nui and Sky, you could increase your health points by whatever hit dice amount is allowed by your character class feature, your class. And you could also decide on whether or not you want to pick a ability score improvement or a feat improvement to your character. You also
increase my dexterity to 18.
So you could increase it by 2, or pick 2 scores by 1.
Okay, now I'm going to increase my health.
What do you do to increase your health?
Let's see. You are a bard. You're a bard. So bard is hit points at higher levels. It's 1d8, or you can take the average of 5 plus your Constitution modifier. So you can either get a chance of rolling a 1d8, or just take a base 5.
Roll 1d8 with the Constitution.
Whatever your Constitution modifier is.
Alright.
Let's do a flat 6.
At 8.
Okay.
I got an 8.
So now your maximum hit bar increases by 8 points.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
And I think Rosewater, you did the same.
I'm just gonna take the 5.
Yeah, as an average.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you only have like a 33% chance of getting a higher number than 5.
Yep.
And a 66% chance of getting a lower number than 5.
Wait, what did you say about, like, ability score improvement and the other
Yes.
thing?
Yes, at level 4, it says here, according to your sheet, level 4, you get an ability score improvement.
Or you can take a feat.
Or you could take a feat.
What's a feat?
A feat is a special. Let's see. Let me read it from. This is from the Player's Handbook, page 165. Okay, feats represent a talent or an area of expertise that gives a character special abilities. It embodies training, experience, and abilities beyond what a class normally provides. So let's just say, what would you like to what would you like to see and what would you like to have? Like how do you want to run your character? Because there's a couple. I will send you a list. Please hold.
Okay. How much money do we all get?
Right now you have to dig for it because it's in the pile of dead skeletons. You know, it's just mixed in with the dead bodies of the eaten, of the consumed of yesterday's lunch.
Find any treasure.
No one has checked. There was a. Too bad they had a. Too bad you guys didn't have a boat.
Yeah, I would have shoved that ball frame in his mouth and activated.
Shazam! This.
Fatality.
It expands through his skull, and pinning it into the ground and out through his mouth, so he looks like he's choked on a giant, like, boat dildo. Fuck. Yes.
He'll be pulling out splinters forever. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you motherfuckers. Crap.
Cheesy one-line.
Merry Christmas, filthy animal.
Merry Christmas.
Arthur, go get water from the fridge.
Freaking reminds me of the picture that. Freaking reminds me of the picture that fucking Francisco sent me one day. He just randomly sent me this picture.
Ow.
What in the... Should you be laying down for that? How many acupuncture hell is this?
It's not acupuncture. The guy got fucked by a porcupine.
That's not porcupine, is it?
Yeah, that's porcupine shit.
Right on his face?
Yeah.
How the hell do you get all that in your face?
Because he
I
sucks.
wonder that too. What in situations that he got fucked and so hard.
Crap. Okay.
Wisdom is so.
And while this is going on, we get a vote on inspiration. Who should get inspiration?
Yeah.
Windshield still has his inspiration.
I do.
I vote Windshield. Give him a second.
Yeah, if you did not use inspiration this game session, it does not carry over. So that rank check is no longer void. It's been voided.
Well, I guess now
I'll
he has.
vote for Nui for all that waterboarding.
This is absolutely torture.
No one's talking about that kid.
I vote.
That was gay, bro.
She's got these gay tendencies. Gay.
Hey, bro, that was a.
Very brave thing to do.
It'll do that.
Oh,
or
what?
we're gonna have to start the battle early.
Yeah, that probably that saved us for sure.
No, what saved you was the immovable rod. Because this critter can attack twice, and each time on a hit does either 18 or 21 points of damage. So
The thing.
if Sky wasn't a complete, if Sky exhibited more caution, the battle could have been some other way. Could have went the other way.
You would have had a sky pancake. I forgot how that saying went in Resident Evil. You almost got turned into a Jill. Jill sandwich.
A Jill sandwich.
Yeah.
A sky sandwich.
Okay. So we have one for Nui. Anyone else? Wah.
I'll put.
Wowie wow.
I'll give my inspiration. Perhaps you will do a better job with inspiration than I did.
What do you do with inspiration again?
You get to
Inspiration
reroll.
gets advantage on any ability check you want in the game.
Oh.
Anything that includes saving throws, attack throws, whatever the fuck you want.
Let me give it to Louis again.
Yeah. Everyone deserves. I got mine and I used it to try and save myself. And so, well, I mean, we're still here. So,
Yeah.
It almost worked.
Well, it helped. Okay, here's the feats. Cut that sucker. Da 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 da.
Sounds like a special type
Yeah.
of summon. But
I vote
I want to know the piece. I mean, like, the ability score thinks he's very simple.
There you go.
go.
There you go. I put it in general text.
Alright.
Here's all the common
Yeah.
feats you could get.
Yo,
Wow.
a lot of it.
Yes, so you guys can, in this case, Sky's already chosen the ability score, so now you're at 18, so that means you probably get a +1 to your dexterity, whatever that was. Let's see, 16, that was...
Oh, I had went to get it.
Yeah, if you were 16, that was a +3, so now you get a +4 to any dexterity check. Dexterity check and anything that requires dexterity on your ability check scores.
I need to throw one a +1 on my attack.
Yes, so now you do one additional attack bonus no matter what. So no matter what, you're gonna get like 4 points of damage plus your D1.
Yay!
So you're
minimum 5 at least.
at least 5. You're gonna get at least 5 per hit.
Yay!
So that's good. Keeping up.
I need to replace weapons. Still have my stick of shame.
Yeah, you still have that with your bag of holding. You need to get some clothes though. So we have one for Nui. Let's go back. We're gonna let everyone.
Wait.
Nui, what did you vote
When?
for?
Oh, for like feet?
Inspiration.
Oh.
No, in the feats you could do. You got 2 weeks to pick one
Okay.
if you want it.
For inspiration.
So get,
I give it to the imp.
Nice.
Wait, you give it to who?
The imp.
To Windchill's imp.
The imp. Okay, so that goes to Windchill. So we have one for Windchill and one for. Crap, I forgot. Officially, I'm keeping score.
One for Windchill, I think 2 for Dewey, because I put my inspiration in.
So who has not voted yet?
I voted Nui. Was that waterboarding?
Yeah. Okay, so who's not voted yet?
Everyone voted.
Really? Okay, so that means Nui gets it. Good job. Save that for a bigger prize.
Okay.
All right, team. That is all for tonight's session. Thank you for playing and sticking around. It's officially 10 o'clock. We will be reconvening in about 2 weeks' time. Same time as always, 6 o'clock. And I hope you all had fun. I think I did, but who cares about me? Because I'm pretty boring without you guys.
DM. You cater to us.
Yeah, I'm catering to you guys, so who cares about my opinion? Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
That was fun.
I felt I was filled with devious delight when I shoved that rod in the nose.
That was fucked up. I really thought Nui was gonna do the Thunder Wave and maybe sacrifice you, but one shot the giant. Like dead.
I would have been all for that.
It would have made a 3-foot crater gash through its chin, up through its brain. And the thing would be just covered in like brain guts, and then the giant would just take like 100 points of damage.
I didn't want to risk Sky's safety.
Frying me.
Yeah.
That means Nui actually cares about you, Sky.
Yeah!
We started this venture together, so.
You were the first ever sentient thing that I met on my adventure.
You two are the only ones who know what happened in the bar. Remember the bar thing? You started talking about like the old times when one of you guys are dying. It's like, you gotta stay with me, man. Please.
Remember that one time when you fired off lightning anyway in the room?
No one else knows what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That was the session 0, my friends. Alright, team. Good night. Good luck. Stay safe.
Love, luck, and Molly.